Doug and Andre came to TurboTax.
We navigated a turbulent housing market by
buying a motorhome.
I made their move count. We've guaranteed 100% accurate taxes for millions of new homeowners. Intuit TurboTax.
You know, I would really like to know. I would really like to know what the hell was going through their heads when they came up with that "It's Trauma" sticker. I would love to know. I mean, was it some kind of elaborate troll, or what exactly was it supposed to be? What's up, Malum? What's up, Leon Canadian? What's up, Salt? Stumpy Wumpy, yes, I'm here. First I was called Stampy Wampy, now I'm called Stumpy Wumpy. What do you think about these nicknames? Bridget put her fists up in a very threatening manner when I told her about these nicknames that I have. Why would you need to kick anyone's ass? These are loving nicknames that the community came up with. Are you saying I'm being bullied by my community? Appreciate that, Mel. It's a distinct possibility. This stream says horror-related content. Wait. Somebody said something. Oh, so what's happening this stream? It says horror-related content. So are we binge-watching Silent Hill Ascension? Oh, okay. Ooh, love this one. No, we're not binge-watching horror-related content, but I will tell you that I think tonight would be a good night to play Silent Hill 1. What do you gamers think? Tonight. You know what most bullies suffer from? Micro penis. You good? Trauma. Oh, you said the word of the day. And now you have to live with what you done did. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm just saying stuff, dude. You said it. You said it and you don't regret it. And you know what? You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Okay, not really. I'm just kidding. Hey, guys, we actually have a guest for the podcast. We have our first guest. Now, I'm not going to say who it is. We're going to keep it under wraps. But yeah, I'm very excited about that. Yes, we have our first guest. I reached out to them today in the DMs. I didn't slide into anybody's DMs, so okay, don't get it twisted. But I reached out to someone in DMs, and they agreed. They said, yeah, they want to be on. So if you were that person, you know who you are. Is it the one YouTuber who's leaving? You mean Matt Pat? No, it's not Matt Pat. That I didn't do that. Fungo? Actually, Fungo would be a very interesting guest, but I have no idea where that dude is. I'd have to hire a fucking PI to find out where that guy is. What's up, Stone? Yes, I got the entirety of Konami. No, Dark's Fadil is completely locked down after the side scrollers incident. He refuses to do any other interviews like that. So that would never be the case. Fungo's trapped at the bottom of the historical, so I don't know where Fungo is, man. I wish I knew, because I miss him, but yeah. No, no. Absolutely not. Imagine if I got like XQC as a guest. Holy shit. No, I could never do that because I would just be like insta-doxed. That's one thing about XQC. And he's admitted this before, like all of his friends, especially ones that he lives with and associates with, ends up getting doxxed because they're associated with him. And that's just a really unfortunate reality of being like the number 2, number 1 streamer. Being in that realm of popularity as a streamer, that's just an unfortunate reality that comes along with it. What's up, Snipple, by the way? Damn, we got everybody here tonight. We got like 6 people in here. And you guys are here to watch little old me get on camera and exclaim my love for Silent Hill, for Soylent Hill. This is a little bit of a late start. I did not intend to start this late tonight. However, like I said, I would be down to play some Silent Hill 1 on the PlayStation 3. On the PlayStation 3 digital entertainment console. You'd watch me do just about anything as long as I put on enough eyeliner. Now that's a man who supports my endeavors. And I respect that. By the way, I'm no longer using the anti-precision, so this command, this hidden command, is no longer accurate. I'm not using that anymore. What I am using is Urban Decay Trooper Black. That's what I'm using. This shit is expensive, dude. $18 fucking for that? Holy shit. Think I made a money? Oh my god. But that was one that I frequented back in the day. So if you've ever wondered, you know, what's going on my eyelids, that's the one. That was it for a very, very long time. Now it's Urban Decay. That was a suggestion from Mag Lizzle. Yeah, Liquid Death needs like a makeup division, and the first thing they need is a male eyeliner. Yes. Actually, you know, that KVD, what's funny about that anti-precision is that it used to be a collaboration between Kat Von D and Billy Joe Armstrong of Green Day, and it was called Basket Case. And then they got canceled for calling it Basket Case. They literally called it Basket Case Guy Liner. That was the name of the fucking product. And then they got canceled because Basket Case is an offensive term. What's up, John? Hey, John, we have our first guest on the podcast, dude. I've already said anybody who wants to message me is good to go as far as like jumping on and talking. Wife says Rimmel gel pencil eyeliners are affordable and goated. I also use Lights Out. No, it's not Dave or Baker Boy. Man, Baker Boy 99. That name was synonymous with like the Ryu that didn't have super high points but would absolutely wreck your shit on Xbox Live. I never thought he was that good until I ran into him and he beat my taint a couple times on the internet. He was online earlier. Yeah. Akira Yamaoka released the SH2 remake version of Peace and Serenity on Spotify. Serenity? I didn't know there was a Peace and Serenity. What track is that? What's it originally called? Why is makeup gendered? That's a good question, but there's definitely eyeliner brands that market themselves toward men. Like, I know that for sure. The Basket Case was a good example. In fact, I might even have that in here. Whatever. Oh, okay, yeah, that ambient track. So that's actually not on the OST, that's only on the CST. The complete soundtrack. So that's why I was a little bit confused. But hey, that's cool. Yeah, as we get closer to the remake actually releasing, it's going to be interesting to see how much of my playlist starts getting copyrighted. I would imagine a lot of it. Because it consists primarily of Silent Hill 2 music, so I'd be very surprised if that was not the case. I did notice that Promise and Promise Reprise are both getting copyrighted. Have to stack these streaks so I can afford channel points. Oh yeah, I just realized that that does give you guys channel points. Like I just gave you 450 points to share that. That's cool. Okay, I just wanted to test that and make sure it was gonna work. I swear, dude, if you do one thing out of place, all of your shit breaks. So every single, like when I signed into, or when I opened OBS today, I had to fucking re-authenticate my Twitch account because all my docs were busted and they weren't showing my info. Dude, I swear, I break every fucking piece of software that I use. Everything. Under the fucking sun, I break it. And that's just how it's always been. Dude, you guys ever go to sleep? You guys ever go to sleep with someone's fucking stream up and then you wake up the next day and you're like 4 raids deep and you have no idea who the hell you're watching? Oh, dude, Black Fairy is used a ton in YouTube videos now. Here, let me actually show you an example. They do this with like, they do this anytime somebody goes on Joe Rogan and tells a story. Here we go. Anytime somebody goes on Joe Rogan and tells a scary story, they use Black Fairy now. Listen.
If you're ever out in the forest and something doesn't sound right, get out of there, because they will use the Tinamou calls. We know what that sounds like, but we also know what it doesn't sound like. And so like every now and then you'll hear one that...
Every fucking scary video has Black Fairy on it now, dude. And I guarantee you nobody knows. Like, and I don't really care for gatekeepers that are like, oh, I bet you don't even know where this came from. It's like, who gives a shit, really? But I do guarantee that nobody in this comment section knows where that song comes from. It's like how the TikTokers just grab stuff and use it, and they don't really give a shit where it comes from. Which, I mean, who really needs to? I haven't done that, but I've watched a streamer, went to sleep, woke up only to find they're still streaming. It's insane. Hey, people have done that with me. My last Silent Hill marathon, Dave did that. This motherfucker fell asleep before I even started Silent Hill 2, and he woke up like 2 hours into Silent Hill 4. He's like, hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on? I was like, oh, I don't know. Nothing you'd be aware of. Yeah, I said it. But yeah, I think tonight is a Silent Hill 1 night, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely feel like that's on the agenda. All I gotta do is plug up 2 HDMI cables and turn on one of my controllers. I've actually got a blue DualShock 3 that I've been meaning to test out, so I'll probably bring that in here and give it a shot. Sum 41. They're literally Canadian Blink-182, those guys. I haven't heard that name in so long. They had a bunch of music in Guitar Hero and Rock Band and shit, though. I will say, like, the Rock Band trend and the Guitar Hero trend, I was literally neck deep in that shit. I like, our family had the fucking Rock Band fog machine and the Rock Band light show, the official Harmonix Rock Band light show and fog machine peripheral that you would plug in via USB, and they programmed a light show for every single DLC song for like the first 2 years of the game. And all of them were different. Oh, the actual game Obscure, the PS2 game Obscure. Yeah. Yeah, dude. My family was fucking nuts about Rock Band, and we bought like Rock Band, not Guitar Hero, had an official fog machine. And it came with this highly toxic fog juice that you would have to fill the machine with. It was called the Rock Band Stage Kit. Yeah, it had this incredibly toxic fucking juice that came with it that you were... Yeah, they came out with some weird ass peripherals, dude. Like, I bet I could probably find my dad's YouTube account and show you guys how insane the fucking the setup was. Let's see. I forget what his YouTube channel was actually called. Okay, I think I found it. Yeah, I can't really show this though, because this leaks some stuff, unfortunately. Well, listen, I'll grab these videos and I'll edit it. Yeah, it was very stupid. Dude, they released all kinds of crazy shit back in the day. But basically, the way my dad operates is kind of similar to the way I do in certain aspects, where once he gets into a particular hobby, he doesn't just get into it casually. He fucking dives in and buys way too much stuff in said hobby. So he got into, whoa, that was weird. It was triggering my noise gate just from breathing in. So he got into buying lights like Chauvet and other, stage lights, like just crazy fucking lighting rigs. And he ended up with basically a whole room full of crazy bullshit. And I honestly felt like it was way too much, but he would like to turn the lights down and just turn all the fucking lights on when we would play Rock Band. As if we were actually on a stage. I'm like, dude, this is too much. But I did love Rock Band 2 especially. I think Rock Band 2 was the peak of all rhythm games. For sure. No fucking doubt about that. I remember the days where you could go into any Best Buy, any GameStop, any Walmart, and just see those giant band bundles of every single game. You guys remember that? You'd see like the massive box of like Guitar Hero World Tour where it would have the guitar. It would have 2 guitars, a drum set, a mic, and you would see it for Rock Band. You'd see it for Guitar Hero. Like every fucking where you went, the giant bundles were just everywhere. And every Black Friday they would go on stupid sale. Oh yeah, so other podcast related stuff. Gummy Lotion got back with me for a concept on one of the 2 logos. So that's cool. We're gonna work on that and fine tune it. Haven't been able to truly get into rhythm games. All the free ones feel half baked and the ones I'm interested in are so paywalled to me. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of was on that trend many years ago, and so I haven't really felt the need to get back into rhythm games, but to be fair, I was that kid, like of all my friends that were online playing Halo 2 or Halo 3, I was that one kid that was playing fucking DDR on those really shitty soft pads that you would buy for home use that were never very accurate at all. I was the kid fucking playing on one of those at home. So I was obsessed with rhythm games from way back, but like I kind of got over it too. Like I had my time. Yeah. It was like this original Xbox game called Dance Dance Revolution Ultra Mix, which was it was basically like a greatest hits type game where they just took all the best songs from the prior mixes that were on PS2 and stuff and put it on Xbox. And then I also had one for 360, but was also dog shit. Yeah, they literally felt like Twister floor mats. They were fucking terrible, and they didn't register like any hits whatsoever. Sometimes they broke super easy. They were just awful. They also had a weight limit, which was like 120 pounds. So if you were a fully grown adult, unless you were like a waif, there was no way you were actually going to play on that thing. Depending on your height, of course. Dude, I would love to go back through the rabbit hole. But one of the very first YouTube videos I ever watched was of a Pump It Up player named Smidget dancing to that song Don't Bother Me. It's a Korean song, I believe. So this video was uploaded in 2005. It was like mid to late 2005 as well. I think YouTube only existed for a couple of months before this video was uploaded. It's literally just called Don't Bother Me. Yeah, the video was uploaded October 26, 2005. And it was basically, Pump It Up was a Korean version of DDR. But instead of up, down, left, and right, they had the corners and a middle button that you could press, or a middle, space that you could press. And this video was basically of this guy freestyling to the song in the game. Like, the quality is fucking awful. You can barely see it. But he's just doing all these crazy moves. And this was one of the very first YouTube videos I ever watched. Yeah, 18 years old. And he's just fucking doing these crazy moves. Like October 26, 2005, dude. Right there. Another awesome routine of Smidget. The title of the song is Don't Bother Me, also known as Caution by Tashani. Yeah, this brings back fucking memories. I used to sit here and watch this on my first hand-me-down computer that I ever got, connected to a fucking awful, like, 1280 by 1024 CRT monitor. Well, actually, that monitor was fucking badass. I played a ton of Counter-Strike Source on it, so I'm not going to talk shit about that monitor, but yeah, this was old days for sure, dude. Yeah, YouTube links are whitelisted, Salt, so you can post it. Yeah, he's got moves if only the camera recorded. You already have permission. YouTube is all whitelisted, so don't worry about that. I have to agree to the franker faces. Oh, dude, I actually remember this video. Wasn't this like a Japanese commercial or something? Highlight of his set at the 2001 DMC World Championships, where he finished in a tie for third place. Groundbreaking set. Yeah, because see, back then, YouTube was kind of like E-Bombs World or something else, which wasn't necessarily like a site where original things got uploaded. In the beginning, people just stole other cool videos from elsewhere on the internet and uploaded them to YouTube. That's how it worked in the beginning. Like, this is from 2001, so this video was already out there, but somebody just grabbed it and uploaded it here. Yeah, exactly, Leon. Dude, you know what this reminds me of? There's this, yeah, there's this video. RIP, by the way. This video here, I love this video. Watch this. This is so cool. Everybody looks like they're having such genuine fun in this video. It puts me in a good mood if I'm in a shit mood. When I watch this video, I just feel better.
I told you that story to tell you this one.
Especially when this drops. Yeah, I just love that little move he does where he turns around with his back to the crowd and keeps stopping the... Watch this. That's just sick. I mean, it's such a casual thing, like, you know when you need to do it, but he made it look so cool. I love videos like that, man. Just little slice of life type things where you just see people having a shit ton of fun, you know? Those are my favorite types of little YouTube videos, and always have been. My favorites are very, very weird, and they go super far back. I've had my main YouTube account since 2009. But yeah, kind of like what you were saying, Leon, like everybody was just uploading home videos at the time, or they were stealing other videos that had already been up on like Yahoo Video and fucking AOL and all those different things. Videos that aren't edited or scaled to be ultra high quality are just so genuine. Yeah, it's just like a moment of something cool that was already happening. I love videos like that. You know, like that is just like a really small concert in like a cafe somewhere, you know, in Japan, where this guy's performing live and everybody's super into it, you know? It's like a full house too. Like that place is oversold to watch this guy and his set. It's very cool. They're unique in a way because they weren't trying to gain much of anything. They were just sharing cool shit. Yeah, because nobody knew. Like nobody had a concept of partnerships, and nobody was making YouTube videos specifically to jumpstart a career back then. They were just putting up what they thought was cool, or in a lot of cases stealing videos off the internet that they thought were cool and then uploading them themselves. Let me blow my nose. Like some people had original content, like Liam Kyle Sullivan, the guy that did the Shoes video. Shoes is actually the very first YouTube video I ever watched, by the way. Shoes, the full version. Which was like April 06 or something like that. Wow, that's a long time ago. Holy shit. 17 years ago? That video is 4 years away from being old enough to drink. Holy shit. I'm so old. But yeah, I remember I was in English class. I was in English class in high school. And some girl was talking about the video, like the beginning part where they give him they give Kelly a fucking stuffed like purple dragon or whatever the fuck. Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah. 81 million views. Holy shit. And the dude's channel profile picture is this kid as well. I would love to know where this actually came from. But I have showed this clip before, and it actually got me my VOD muted, and they sent me a fucking copyright warning for whatever reason. So whoever owns the rights to this clip is very adamant that no other people upload it or show it. I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. What did that come from though? Was that like an outtake of a TV show? It had to have been. Why the hell else would it even exist, you know? But yeah, I gotta say, YouTube wise, I'm full speed ahead. You know, the podcast has been going great. I just got to get my most recent 8 streams need to be exported. The Silent Hill video has 5,000 views, and a lot of comments and a lot of engagement, and like 30 people have chosen to sub because of that video, which I felt like it wasn't that great of a video, but I'm improving every time. So I'm full speed ahead on YouTube, man. You know, still busting open Adobe Premiere and just making a little bit of progress every day. I've got a Dead Rising video in the works. What's up, Quesadilla? I've got a Dead Rising video in the works, and I've got a couple more Silent Hill videos in the works as well. So, very excited to kind of see where that leads us. Yeah, it's going to be a video about how Dead Rising 1 deserves a remake, but I have a sort of interesting presentation premise that I want to keep under wraps, but Dead Rising 1 is one of my favorite games of all time. The one that takes place in the Willamette Mall, and the only one that was developed by Capcom's Tokyo studio. The rest of them got outsourced to Capcom Vancouver, and I don't think they were as good. But the first one was fucking awesome. First one is one of the greatest horror games ever to come from Capcom. Yeah, Dead Rising 2 and 3 were cool in concept, but not so much in execution, unfortunately. Yeah, and it felt like, you know, in a lot of ways, 2 and 3 were just trying desperately to recreate the success of the first game, and they kind of felt cheap in that aspect. You know? Yeah, the fucking outfits, yeah. And it just, you know, even though the worlds are bigger in 2 and 3, the freedom, it feels like there's more freedom in the mall in the first game. And considering the fact that the game was primarily developed in 2005, that's really, really impressive. Let me go and hook up my Pt.1. That's 3. And let me grab my blue controller, and we will give this a shot here. Make sure it's working. Should be hearing that glorious PS3 boot up sound here soon. Hey, what's up, She? I'm just getting Silent Hill 1 ready to go, actually. I'm in the business of poggers, dude. See if this is actually working. Should be 3. Sick. That was easy. I realize it looks fucked up right now, but it won't once we start the game. It's by design, okay? Now I gotta make this camera a little bit larger. Beautiful. That'll work, and then I'll just slide the chat over to the other side. And there we go. I'm just gonna let this intro play. It is Silent Hill 1. And this is a good plus ending run. Yep, we're starting from the beginning. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's go, Leon. You're not going to miss it this time. How long does this typically take? About 3.5 hours for me, a little bit less. Probably in real time, it's more like 3 hours and 15 minutes or something like that. In-game time won't reflect that. Whoa, a woman. Who would have thunk? In my video games? Oh no. Oh yeah, you guys want to see the definition of absurdity? Check out my new water bottle. It's literally a fucking 2-quart. This is supposed to be like a camping vacuum cup, but I just drink straight out of it like an absolute fucking animal. That's true, Malum, 100%. I'm a Stanley girl. Matt, why did Max say the same thing? What the fuck? I'm very different. It's not a tumbler, first of all. I use their industrial manly products. Okay. Repurpose a liquid death can. Well, you shouldn't reuse cans so many times. That's not good for you. Because there's like certain buildup in those cans that you can't really get rid of at a certain point. But I do have a liquid death water bottle. I just don't like it because it's not designed very well, unfortunately. Okay, let me switch my shit over. Okay. Oh yeah, if I don't think I got the katana on this playthrough, but if I were to load one of my finished playthroughs, I might be able to get some of the new Game Plus items. Let me reset this here. Liquid Death Bottle kills, literally kills live streamer, yes. Yeah, but who would capitalize off the publicity though? If I'm actually deceased, who's there to capitalize, dude? Come on. Somebody's got to capitalize, and it ain't going to be me. Because I'll be dead. Okay, we're just gonna start. Now, if you're wondering why I'm playing this on normal, you're gonna say, wow, you're a bitch, baby. Don't you know things about Silent Hill? Yes, I do, but the problem with hard difficulty in this game is that it's utter horseshit and should only be done if you're a complete masochist. I'm not a masochist. I'm just here to share my experience, okay? So the intro bleeds into this cutscene here, which is him waking up from the crash. And Cheryl being gone. So you kind of have to watch the intro to find out how this happened. Yeah, that's an interesting thing, Malum. One guy did all of the CG cutscenes for this game. One singular guy. And most of them were done in like 1998, 1999, so very impressive. This place is like a ghost town. So I think you can actually turn around and go to the crash site. I don't think there's anything there for you to discover or anything. Maybe some ammo or something. But yeah, here's the actual crash site. If you want to turn around and look at it, you can. What is this? My car, too banged up to drive. Where's Cheryl? Hope she's safe. Yeah, the fucking run animation is very weird. You know, it's funny. A lot of people bash this game and they're like, oh man, Resident Evil is so much better. But in reality, you know, it's almost opposite of what most people say, because they always praise Resident Evil's controls and everything, but actually, yeah, it's a Jeep. But there's no strafing in Resident Evil. There's strafing in this. You can even circle strafe, like this. And the fluidity in the combat, like the melee swings, is actually way more smooth and fluid than than the melee swings in Resident Evil, so at least the PlayStation versions. So, despite, you know, the STARS members being a highly trained fucking, you know, being highly trained agents, they're still not as good as Harry Mason. Yeah, for sure. And a lot of these games are clunky, but you know what? That's part of the charm. You know, it's like Sato said, when you love something,
Is that Cheryl?
you don't just love it for its positive traits, you also love it for its flaws. You have to accept it for what it is. And if people aren't willing to accept it for what it is, then yeah. No, I think that's a Panic at the Disco song, actually. Or I guess we should just say a Brendan Urie song. Because let's be honest, Panic at the Disco stopped being Panic at the Disco after like 2006, okay? Or 2008, I would say. People always accuse it of being fixed camera when it was more third person than most of the games this period, yeah. I forget the button combination, but you can actually do one that puts the camera right behind his head, and it's a really interesting angle that you can get on it. You gotta press a certain button combination to actually get it, though. I gotta be careful because I'm using an adapter. This is a DualShock 2. Generously donated to the channel by a man by the name of Faye Ataraxia. I just happened to be showing this on eBay one time, and he's like, oh, and then he just donated the amount for it, and he's like, pick it up. So yeah, generously donated by a viewer. I always use this when we need a DualShock 2. Out of respect. And plus, I like the ocean blue. Yeah, he's a very generous guy. Actually, you know what's crazy is when he was actually overseas, like in, I don't know if it was Europe or Asia or where he was, but he was not in the US, and he actually had somebody sign into his account while we were playing Shattered Memories just to jump in and say hi. Yeah, it's like the mangled corpse of a dog, and you can even see like an entrail that goes off over here. Look, you can see it getting progressively darker already. Like one notch at a time, you know. This is actually one of the best scenes in the Silent Hill movie. They nailed this pretty well, actually. Now the rest of the movie, no comment. But that part, yeah, the camera has a very nauseating angle to it. That's strange. It's getting darker. Better than nothing, I guess. Broken wheelchair? What's this doing here? Love the rain here too. Look at that. What's this? Imagine if this did happen during the middle of the day though. This is actually one of the scariest scenarios this entire game fucking presents. Like, it's raining and in the middle of the day it just goes pitch black and you start seeing shit like this. I'd actually just fucking, I would just fucking die. Like, my heart would just explode after seeing all this bullshit.
What is this? What's going on here?
As I think most normal people would. So you're supposed to die or get incapacitated here. I'm gonna try to go back, because what you find out if you go all the way back is that this is actually sealed up now and you can't get away. So right here, he says blocked by a fence. Yeah, so you don't have anything to fight. If you go look in your inventory, you got nothing. So you can't fight, you just got to take the hits. When was the first time that you watched it, by the way? Because the first time I saw it was probably 2005 or 6. Yeah, he takes damage at a really accelerated rate there just to get that over with. I love the music in this game too. This music is very David Lynch, Twin Peaks. You can hear the influence plain as day, you know.
Was I dreaming?
It's so great.
How do you feel?
Like I've been run over by a truck.
Over by a truck. But I'm all right, I guess.
Glad to hear it. You from around here?
Oh yeah.
Why don't you tell me what
See, that's how I watched my dad play Silent Hill 2 originally.
Wait a second, I'm just a tourist. I came here for
I wasn't supposed to be seeing that shit, but I did.
I don't know what happened. I'd like to find out myself. Have you seen a little girl? Just turned 7 last month. Short, black hair. My daughter.
Also, the voice acting in this is much better than Resident Evil's voice acting at the time. I'm just gonna say it.
seen in this town is you.
Lisa, Thessaly Lerner, is actually very good in this game.
I'd tell you if I knew, believe me.
Are you serious, Leon? How are you here for as long as you've been here and not seen me play Silent Hill? It feels like that's harder to believe.
That's all I know. What's your name?
Harry Mason.
Sybil Bennett.
The music is just so fucking eerie.
I'm a police officer from Brams, the next town over.
Oh, okay. Everyone except this one. Well, you're in for a treat because this is one of the best.
And the radio too. I'm going back to call in some reinforcements.
I never played Stranger Things, so
Hold it. Where do you think you're going?
I didn't even know there was a game of that.
Daughter. I've got to find her.
No way.
Oh, Life is Strange. Yes. You're right. You're right. Oh, that was a great stream. We need to get back to that.
In that case, I need to find her now. Cheryl's my little girl. I can't just leave her out there by herself.
Have you got a gun?
Sybil just met this guy, doesn't know him, doesn't know she can trust him, and just gives him her gun anyway.
And hope you don't
in that is goated.
Listen to me. Before you pull the trigger,
Yeah, I love
know
Life is
who you're
Strange.
shooting. And don't do it unless you have to.
That game makes me feel like the fucking only dude at a pajama party, for lack of a better,
Got it?
for lack of a better term, because it's like
Yeah, thanks.
I'm playing as Max Caulfield, a 19-year-old girl, or I think she's 18 in the game.
I'll be back with help as quick as I can.
Yeah, I love Sybil in this. In the movie, they kind of went a little bit too far on like the masculine aspect of her personality, but in this game, she's kind of perfectly balanced. But yeah, it makes me feel like the only dude at a fucking all-girl pajama party because I'm playing as an 18-year-old girl, especially with that part in the girls' dorm where there's like all the drama going on and they're all like spreading rumors about each other. I'm like, guys would literally just be throwing shit at each other or playing football or whatever the fuck in a place like this. They wouldn't be gossiping and spreading rumors. Okay, not always, let's be fair.
This town is full of monsters. How can you sit there and eat pizza?
Why is he just moaning though? Why is Eddie just moaning? Someday someone may experience these bizarre events. Hopefully they will find my notes useful. I do, yes, I do feel like the gay guy at the slumber party. That's a great analogy for how I feel when I play Life is Strange. He is enjoying the fuck out of that pizza. He said, your wife's in danger. And, bro, I'm busy. Would you believe that that pizza is the cause of like a massive amount of people arguing over Silent Hill 2 as to how he even got that pizza? A lot of people love to argue, like, how did it even get into his hands? Like, 2 boxes of fresh pizza. How did he get that?
Huh. Radio. What's going on?
And some people argue that like the town spawned it in for him. Some people argue that he gave Laura some money and she went and bought it because she can see the pizza place. They do need to stop, dude. Oh shit. Okay, so Sybil gave me her gun. Oh dear God. Been playing way too much Japanese.
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
He just procured it. He's a fat guy. Exactly. He was gonna make it happen one way or t'other. You know what I'm saying? By the way, this is gonna be my new sub badges. I'm gonna work with someone on Fiverr to make these. It's gonna go Silent Hill 1, 2, 3, 4 radios, and then we're gonna change the color up as we go. So. There is auto aim to a degree. Like if you're aimed at an enemy, he will automatically aim and shoot at them. Why is there dinosaurs? Yeah, why are there fucking pterodactyls in Silent Hill? Where could Cheryl have gone? I guess I'll check that alley again. So all the roads, this is very well known here. I'm not saying any like secret knowledge, but all the roads are based on famous horror authors' names. Like Richard Matheson, Ray Bradbury, and I know Levin and Bachman are as well, but I don't know their first names. I just mainly know Ray Bradbury and Richard Matheson. Richard Matheson actually wrote Terror at 10,000 Feet, which is that Twilight Zone episode that William Shatner starred in about a fucking gremlin on the wing of the plane. That scared the shit out of me as a kid. But yeah, that was actually originally a Richard Matheson short story. Or Terror at 20,000 Feet. Anyway, so first things first, when you start out, the town can feel a little bit like a maze, but the thing you need to do is actually go up to this convenience store here. Ignore this guy, this fucking air screamer here. You can't really do a whole lot. Because 2 things, there's a save in here and there's also a lot of health and ammo. So if you come here, you basically get yourself a solid stockpile before you make it to school. And yeah, I love in this game, he doesn't necessarily look at important objects, but they really stick out and you can tell which ones you can pick up. Yeah, it's actually based on that, Leon. They took a lot of inspiration from Stephen King. And in Silent Hill 2, James's outfit is actually taken directly from someone in a movie. I forget the name of the movie, but like his entire outfit, his whole getup is taken from the main character of that movie. Okay, so I like to save here just because you don't have to rerun from the cafe to the store just in case anything crazy happens. This is the downloadable PS3 version, and sometimes it does crash, unfortunately. So if we experience a crash, the only thing we can do is reset the console. And of course, none of the cars work. So that's fun. We can't fucking GTA our way out of Silent Hill. Okay. I'll try, but yeah, it just is the unfortunate nature of downloadable games. Sometimes they like to crash out of nowhere on you. Yeah, it's from Jacob's Ladder. You're right, you're right. Yeah, Jacob's Ladder was a huge inspiration. By the way, that was interesting what you posted in the Discord, Malum, about that person who worked at Double Helix. Talking about like, it's not our fault that, you know, Homecoming was so different. Konami told us to do it. So, you know. Yeah, Kenzie Lamar. So we know this is the same area because this mangled dog body is still here. Or corpse, I should say. But it's not getting dark like last time. I really wish this game had alternate outfits. So we could put Harry Mason in like a hoodie and cargo shorts. They really missed out on some solid opportunity.
Sketchbook. She's at the school.
So Shattered Memories on the Wii was actually originally supposed to be a Silent Hill 1 remake. And it was canceled because the team at Climax had the story for Shattered Memories in mind, and they didn't want to table it to do a remake. So they decided to do what was called a reimagining. Yeah. Sketchbook cover. This picture. It's me. The first picture that Cheryl drew in the sketchbook that I gave on her 5th birthday. Now, you guys saw when you watched me play Silent Hill 3 that you actually do find this at the very end of the game. And she says that she drew it of Dad, and then she says, really awful work. And a throwback to this game that's in Silent Hill 3 is that the first melee weapon you find in 3 is the exact same steel pipe. So the first melee weapon you pick up outside of the knife is the steel pipe. And Heather has a knife in the beginning too. All right, so now we're going to go to Levin Street. And I'm going to take a hit because I forgot to sprint. That's okay. L2 resets the camera so it can put you in a... Oh my god, I'm getting my ass beat. Fuck. I'm so used to Japanese, I was mashing circle to confirm. See, this is the problem with switching button layouts as frequently as I do. I'm used to pressing circle to confirm from playing Japanese Silent Hill 4, so... Got me fucked up for a second getting used to the American controls. Even though I've been playing them like 26 years of my 29-year life. Oh my god, I'm getting my taint beat, dude. They're just all coming for me. Alright, down Levin Street. 2 micro raptors. Yeah, you can easily kill. They're called air screamers, but I don't bother. It just feels like a waste of ammo. So that doghouse is where we need to go, but we don't technically know that yet. We have to explore. The whole point of this intro section is that they want us to explore the town a little bit. And so you're supposed to get to this edge here and see, you know, this big gap, but you're also supposed to find this. You can read it without examining, but you have to examine it for the doghouse to let you find the key inside of it. but it says Doghouse 11th Street. So now we can actually run back to that doghouse and we're able to look inside of it and find the house keys taped to it. Now we can look here. There we go. House key was hidden inside the doghouse. Take it. No, don't go for... Okay. Yeah, that's the radio. I can turn off the radio. But I think it's very important for the sound design to leave it in, so... on New Game Plus, you can actually go in here. It's a dojo, and you can get a katana out of here. It's really cool. And he, like, dashes forward and swings it around, and it chops enemies into pieces, and blood goes everywhere. It's actually pretty graphic. Alright, cool. Pretty well restocked here. Now, what's funny is, a lot of people on a first play, I will watch them examine this door, and then they just leave. They're like, oh, 3 locks. Fuck, I guess let's go explore. But a lot of people don't know. If you just look right here, it straight up tells you where the keys are. Something is written on the map hanging on the wall. Copied it to the map. And there you go. Now it tells you exactly where they are. The red line, the circle, and the arrow. That's where all 3 of them are. Many hours lost of people just wandering around in the fog, not knowing that. It's sad, but I can see why. I'm not saying they're stupid. I'm saying that I wish the game made it more obvious, you know? Like, why can't he just automatically look at that map when you examine the door, you know? Okay, so this first one, I'm just going to go straight, and we're going to end up at what we can assume is Sybil's car, parked near another one of those drop-offs. To be fair, older games were made with the thought that you had gaming dictionaries lying around. Oh yeah, by the way, Konami also had a hint line back then. It was a fucking 1-900 number where you could call it and jack your parents' phone bill up the ass, to quote AVGN, and you could ask them for tips in their games. I guarantee that line no longer exists, but it's funny that it even did. Yeah, and a lot of the fucking old Nintendo games especially are super cryptic. Like, it's almost like they expected you to buy Nintendo Power just to be able to figure out how to do stuff. Like, run to some remote edge of the fucking map and just sit there and wait for something to happen. The dog's head. Yeah, and it actually looks right here. It looks like somebody tried to fucking shoot it, or maybe they did shoot it in the backboard because you can see the blood splatter up there. This game is very, very good at making you wonder what could have happened before you got to a particular area. I love that about it. Shares that in common with my favorite horror movie, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1, where, you know, you can only imagine what that family was doing before the events of the movie took place, with all the cars that they have and all the other people's clothes and faces that they've stolen. It's actually pretty graphic. Yeah, there's a ton of environmental storytelling for sure. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little bit of... Oh, absolutely dodged, bitch. I feel like this is deja vu, because we had to do the same thing to this guy last time I played this. Okay. Alright, there we go. And then should be able to get out of here without too much of an issue. But a good way to avoid taking a hit is just to stop dead out of nowhere. Yeah, exactly. The first Alien movie is like that too. That's a great point. All right, so if we run down here, we get, oddly enough, the most clear sound effect in the game of us running across this, like, wood plank. I'm gonna try to not take a hit here. Okay. But it's right... We'll see it coming up on the right here. Oh, what? Oh. A little bit further. Yeah, what... The first Alien is an amazing movie, too, for that reason. Oh, he tried it. Bitch. You know what? Just for that. Yeah, that's right, motherfucker. Just for that, I decided to punish you. Listen how clear this is, though. It's like the most definition of a sound effect in this entire fucking game for no reason. So, I think copyright is what we can blame for this not being Tin Man, but we've got Lion, Woodman, and Scarecrow. Obviously, this is supposed to be Tin Man. And it even looks like Tin Man. It doesn't look like Woodman. So I'm assuming that they did that for copyright. But the reason why these are even Wizard of Oz characters is because Alessa used to read that book. And so part of the nightmare that she's projecting includes happy childhood memories. And one of them is reading The Wizard of Oz. There's a few other books that come into play. The next one is a fairy tale that we'll find in the school. But that's later. Oh yeah, when they're actually mixed well. Yeah, old sound effects are great. I'm gonna need some water here in a sec. My throat is a fucking desert right now. Woodman, they had the 18+ version. Oh no. The pornography version. Yeah, I'm just checking the map to make sure I'm in the right cross section here. Okay, 2 more and then we'll be back at 11th Street. Yeah, I've seen many people, including Josh. Unfortunately, I think Josh succumbed to I don't want to wander around this town anymore, and I think he eventually looked up a speed run because this part annoyed him, and I get it, but I think he didn't examine the wall, if I remember correctly. If we weren't streaming at the same time, I would have helped him in chat, but Oh, he didn't? Oh, he actually found these? Oh, okay. Well, I'm just talking out my neck then. Let me fix my face. Or he didn't look at the wall. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see. Yeah, because I remembered him bringing up a speed run somewhere around this time, and I was like, what the hell? Like, dude, you didn't even try to run a play. Oh, God. I'm going to get my taint beat. Okay. He didn't even try to run a play. And that's the most unfortunate part about all this. Look at all this pistol ammo we already have, by the way. 96 bullets stock. You know what happens to a lot of people in Silent Hill 2 in the beginning as well? Because they can't find the mobile home that tells them to go to Bar Neely's. So 2 boxes right next to the cafe, 2 boxes in the convenience store, 2 boxes next to the steel pipe and the piece of paper that told us to go to the school, and 2 more boxes in this house. So we've picked up like 8 or 10 boxes already, and each box has 15 shots on it. No, the enemies are extremely spongy after school, so this pistol ammo is not super useful after that. You pretty much need the shotgun or a very powerful melee weapon once you get to the hospital. What? It's getting dark again? What's going on? I actually feel like the look of this with the flashlight is even scarier than the fog. because it's so oppressive. Like, you can't see any. I know it's because of the draw distance or whatever, but you can't see fucking anywhere. It's so short. All right. Christ, it's like watching a speed run of RE games where people dodge and weave and end the game with a reserve of 100 bullets. Yeah. Well, considering the fact that I've probably completed this game 50 times on stream at this point, and I intend to complete it a whole lot more, I've stopped even keeping track because who even cares? But yeah, I've played this game a lot. Okay. There's not many like it. I gotta finish this damn coffee. It's just sitting here. Sitting here going cold. We need Josh to do a round 2. Seriously, I will jump in his disc and I will coach him. Between the two of us, we'll figure this shit out. On hard mode. Yeah, Stamptober collab, that'd be sick because I actually know the strats to do hard mode. I just don't want to put myself through the bullshit to have to do it. So if somebody else was playing hard mode and I coached them through the strats, that'd be a fun stream. I'd like to get him on the podcast too, but I don't know. He's a very busy man. I don't know if he'd be down for that. That's not an invitation to, like, I don't mean for someone to, like, you know, tell him that I said that. I'm just saying, like, I would like to get him on eventually. I just feel like it's rude to, like, jump in somebody else's chat and be like, if I were to do it as well, I don't feel like it's a smart thing to go in somebody else's chat and be like, hey bro, you gonna appear on my content? You know what I mean? It's like poaching. Nope. Oh, absolutely fucking. Dude, they are fucking going for it. These air screamers have been beating my ass this playthrough. Which Silent Hill game has the most corny dialogue? I would say 4. Actually, no. If we're going to count the shitty ones, Downpour, no question about it. Because Downpour is trying extremely hard to be as deep as Silent Hill 2 without any of the writing skill on staff. So Downpour is definitely the one. Downpour is literally Kroger brand Silent Hill 2. That's what it is. It's we have Silent Hill 2 at home. If he heard me say that, he'd be down. Cool. I'll shoot him a DM on Discord and ask him when he would want to be on. Cause, you know, it's fun. It's very fun doing the podcast on my own, but I want to have good conversations with people that I feel like, you know, bring in a perspective that's not just mine. Because, you know, hearing everything from my perspective's got to get fucking old for people, you know? I was kind of like that with this game. For the longest time, I never finished it because I found it boring. And then one day I was like, you know what? It's time to finish it. And then I realized, like, wow, I'm a dumbass for not having already done that. But yeah, I need to, you know what? Hold on. Let me ask Siri to remind me. Okay, I asked Siri to remind me to send him a DM once I'm done. Wait, what? Did I just go to... I just went to the wrong spot. Yeah, you have to space those shots out in a very particular way or he'll just fire all over the place and keep missing. I didn't even go to the infirmary yet. Okay. I've only really played 4 partway through on multiple occasions and half watched people playing 1 through 3. I'm a basic bitch. I can respect that though. Hey, I'm a poor bitch. I just was very thrifty about the way I acquired these games. In fact, my copies of 2, 3, and 4 are Japanese because they're only like $30 each. Whereas if you buy the American versions, they're Silent Hill 2 is pushing like $150 for fucking disc only. Like, it's getting absolutely insane. But if you go for the NTSC-J versions, they're not that bad because these games were not popular in Japan like that. They were nowhere near as popular as they were in the US or even Europe. More Ronaldo Gordon. This must be the list of teachers. For all intents and purposes, if I get around to playing any of these, will basically be a first play. Have 1, 2, and 3 complete. I think I paid like $300. Yeah, and that's honestly not a bad price considering what they go for now, as insane as that sounds. It's really not. It's written in blood. 10. Alchemy Laboratory. Gold in an old man's palm, the future hidden in his fist, exchange for sage's water. 5. Darkness that brings the choking heat. Flames render the silence, awakening the hungry beast. Open time's door to beckon prey. 12. A place with songs and sound. A silver guidepost is untapped and lost tongues, awakening at the ordained order. Yeah, $225 USD. Like I said, for what they're going for, that's actually a good price. I know it sounds insane, but it really is. There's a YouTuber I watch, a big game collector named Metal Jesus Rocks, and he was talking about, are people excited for the Silent Hill 2 remake? Most people I talk to are like cautiously optimistic about it. They hope that it'll be good, but they don't think that it will be good. That's kind of the consensus that I've heard. A picture of a door. I don't know who drew it, but it's certainly in bad taste. Here, let me just do this now, because I fucking guarantee I'm going to forget. Okay. When your flagship launch title for the new Silent Hill era is Ascension, it doesn't inspire confidence? Yeah. Oh my god, fucking Ascension. I should make a video about it, but I feel like so many people have already done it. Just roasting the absolute shit out of it for good reason. Okay, so the first 3 things that we're going to need to do in the school is we're going to need to go to the alchemy lab first, which is on the other side here. So if we just run, split these 2. There shouldn't be any more here because we already killed them, but we'll see. Okay, cool. Okay. Like there's a sale on eBay that people purchased for Alien Resurrection for like $150. What the fuck? I watched a streamer watch it and I really felt like my depression was mirrored, not by Ascension, but by them. Yeah. I watched Bakba Soup try to take Silent Hill Ascension seriously for like the first few weeks, but it's so bad. Like within the first couple weeks, they were already recycling cutscenes by just replacing characters within them. Like all the animations were reused and all kinds of other lazy horse shit. Okay, so we gotta go up here to the lab equipment room. someone bought a PAL version for almost $350. So what I was going to say about Metal Jesus Rocks is he has a massive, massive video game collection. I mean, just fucking insanely huge. And he was offered this game called Panzer Dragoon Saga, which is the most expensive game on Sega. Is it Sega CD? No, it's Sega Saturn, I believe, right? I forget. I think it's Sega Saturn. But it's one of the Sega consoles. Yes, he was offered a copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga for $350, and at the time he said, "What the hell? That's insane." No, that game is literally worth over double that now. It's like an $800 to $1,000 game, if you even have it complete whatsoever. Condition completely aside. Just if you even have it. Yeah, it's over 1,000 now. That makes sense. So yeah, it's almost triple that. Look at the weightlifting posters on the wall. At least it looks like weightlifting posters. I feel like there was something in this room that I usually skip over. I don't usually pick that up, so there's that. Yeah, I don't think it's in here, but there is a place in either the school or the hospital where you can see a drawer full of White Claudia, which is the drug that the cult uses to initiate people. Oh yeah, Zelda Collector's Edition, where it had like the N64 ports of Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and then you could play like Zelda 2 and the original Zelda on it. That was so weird. And then it had like the Wind Waker demo on it. What a weird disc that was. Okay, I think that first one was silver, so let's put it here. Oh, no, it's not. It was gold, yeah. A silver guidepost tapped in Lost Tongues. That's the piano puzzle. A golden sun. And, oh, wow, you have Metal Gear Solid 3 on 3DS. Wow, that is such a weird port. Like, why they even thought of that is so bizarre to me. Okay, let's see. Alright, so now we need to get to the music room, which is very similar. You had the Collector's Edition Zelda disc, or you had the Metal Gear Solid 3 on 3DS? It's so weird, like, the graphics are worse than on PS2. Like, why did they even make that? I have to wonder. Oh, please. Oh, dear God, he came out of nowhere. That actually kind of jump scared me. Why care for if something is in mint condition if you're just going to play it? Yeah, I know. Well, see, I was introduced to this concept of shelf collectors. We had this mom and pop game store in my hometown, and it didn't exist for very long. You know, it didn't exist for very long, but basically there was just this really cool guy who was super into video games who ran it, and he had like a big collection that he was trying to sell off. It was mainly like a comic book store as well. And I was introduced to the concept of shelf collectors, meaning people that literally had no intentions of playing the game whatsoever. They just wanted the game to be on their shelf and look cool in mint condition. And I was always baffled by that. Like, why? What is the point of that? But people just do what they do. Some people are like that. Before that, I never thought about like, wow, you could collect something with zero intention to use it. That's kind of interesting. It's written in blood, a tale of birds without a voice. First flew the greedy pelican, eager for the reward, white wings flailing. Then came a silent dove, flying beyond the pelican as far as he could. A raven flies in, flying higher than the dove, just to show that he can. A swan glides in to find a peaceful spot next to another bird. Finally, out comes a crow, coming quickly to a stop, yawning and then napping. Who will show the way? Who will be the key? Who will lead to the silver reward? Yeah, I think a combination of both is cool, but it's like if I'm going to dish out for a game, I want to play it, obviously. Oh, okay. I fucked up. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just had to take a second to get my brain in order. Rush E, yeah. Let's get out some fucking Scott Joplin. Let's play The Entertainer or Maple Leaf Rag. Okay. Now that we have this, the last place we need to get to is the boiler room. But we have also got to get back to the courtyard again. Fucking Megalovania. There's even more of these mother vuggers out here. Even more of them, dude. Alright, now we gotta get our little asses to the boiler room. I thought my shit was glitched for a second, dude. The volume wouldn't go down. Okay, so we need to go across the way there, past the locker room, and then we can go down. So we're gonna go this way. I left my lights on my car at work the other day and had to get it jumped, and now my stereo doesn't turn on. Oh, that's weird. So cold outside. Yeah, probably a battery issue, I would say. I mean, obviously, but literally stating the fucking obvious, but yeah, when it's that cold. Factory reset radio mode, yeah. A friend in need. He looks like a friend that's gonna fucking beat my ass. Fucking disturbing. Okay. So now we've got all three of the pathways open here. I think I'm good. Okay. You know, I've never played Undertale. I have zero clue what that game is about. Like, I have no idea what that game's about at all. Damn, he was going for it, though. Oh, yeah, the slow-ass cranking. That's always fun. Yeah, we got lucky. My battery fucking randomly died like last summer. Just on a completely random summer day, it died, and then we just had AAA come out and fix it. So you can hear the air raid siren going off again. Yeah. Yeah, so here's another problem with the PS3 version. Sometimes the dialogue gets cut off like it just did.
Have I been here before?
Kind of annoying, but whatever.
I don't remember this being here before.
I would, but I'm kind of being a hypocrite and the whole shelf collector thing because I don't want to actually use my actual disc. It's precious, dude. I have Metal Gear Solid 1 on disc as well. Oh, you piece of shit. I didn't realize he was that close. There you go. Just for having the audacity. You get absolutely fucked up. This is one of my favorite rooms in the game. It's so Silent Hill. Who would have thought? Based on what we're playing. Yeah, that was the collection that they released. The PS2 collection. That was actually my first version of that. It has a PS2 style like DVD case, but the disc to MGS1 in it. It's really cool. I'm just playing it safe. I probably didn't need to use that, but I'm going to play it safe anyway. Okay, so we have to get to the infirmary, but we need to get into the storage room because this has the pink ball that we're going to need. Which I missed on my first playthrough, and it took me fucking forever to figure out that I needed this thing. Okay, and then I think down this way we get the picture card. Maybe. Yeah, we got a new type of enemy, these fucking bugs. Sick of bugs, by the way. Little reference there. For those who got it. Yeah, picture card is in here. Oh god. Fuck you, dude. God, I'm taking so much damage this playthrough. It's so bad. We really got to get to the bathroom area too, because that's where we can get the shotgun. So we just got to go across the way, but that door is going to be locked to reception. You want Kadelka and Galarians? A game that I really want back is Guitar Man on PS2. Even the Japanese version is very expensive. It's like an $80 game. And it's very rare for it to even come up on eBay, but it's a really great rhythm game. Super unique rhythm game, too. I love that now that we're in the nightmare transition of the school. Look at this shit. Look at the walls. What's up, Dr. Red? I'll send in detectives. I'll send in police. Send everything in my power. I want everything about my house off the internet. What? Is that a Chris Chan quote? By the way, you said you were having internet issues. Is that resolved now? Ah, okay, I figured. Why do I just know that you would make a Chris Chan reference? It's almost like I know you. And that we've hung out a little bit too much in the past, like, 4 years, you know? We're playing some more Soylent Hill. What's new? Honestly. Kadelka is like 350. What the fuck? What system is it on? Dude, I will also say, I felt so bad for the guy that ran that store, that mom and pop game store in our hometown, because there were the most entitled fucking people that would come through there. I swear. They thought that they were entitled to a deal just because they asked for one. Look at this. Look at these bodies. Who the hell, dude? This is in poor taste. What? Is this a door? If it is, there's no keyhole or even a knob. If I push it, it moves a bit, but it certainly won't open. What's this? In the center of the door is a horizontal slot. What's it for? Dr. Red. It's like, what's up, everybody? BRB. Yeah, that's how the Silent Hill games are. The PAL and NTSC-J versions are kind of affordable still, but then the US versions are just fucking out of control for no reason. Well, it is for a reason, but it's not a good one. Okay. Okay, so that teleported us. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of good shit in here, though. 2 boxes of handgun, 1 box of shotgun. So they use, another strategy that they have is they use primary colors to kind of tell you what items are important. So they use a really strong primary color, red for handgun ammo, blue for shotgun, and yellow for rifle. Okay, so now that we're here, we can go back in, and this will be where the shotgun is. Oh, never mind, I fucked up. It's not. It's the other one. Yeah, and the other thing is, like, I remember I used to just talk to him all the time. He was a really nice guy named Scott, and I would talk to him all the time, and he said another thing that really pissed him off is when customers would come in with their phone in hand ready to show him what the game was going for on eBay, and they were saying, I want exactly this much. He's like, guys. Fucking ocelot meow. He's like, guys, you can't get eBay prices in a game store. I have overheads. I have rent that I have to pay. I have to pay for the fucking electricity. I have to pay for my employees. I got to pay taxes. I've got to pay insurance. Like, you can't just come in and say, I want eBay prices, and if you're not willing to give it to me, I'll just go to eBay. It's like, cool, go to eBay. You're not going to get that in a game store. That's just reality. They have overhead. They're running a business. That actually kind of scared me, by the way, I was like, what the fuck is that shit? A hanging body. Why would somebody... And then if we look over here, we see Leonard Rhine, the monster lurks. The monster lurks? What's that supposed to mean? This shit caught me off guard. I was over here riffing about my man Scott from my hometown, and I just hear a fucking meow out of nowhere. I want this price from you. Cool, go get that price and add the gas cost to that instead of wasting a game store's time. Exactly, dude. Like, what the hell is that all about? And people were incredibly entitled. I think I can go this way, actually, unless it's blocked off. We'll see. Okay. Okay, so we're in the right spot. We have to get to the roof. Oh, look at these bloody lockers. Give me just a sec.
Cheryl!
Yeah, that's the thing is like retro game collectors are I think they're naturally very thrifty people, but it sometimes comes across as super disrespectful because of the way they go about it. And let's tell the truth. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Let's tell the truth. They usually have really poor social skills. And so they come across as super blunt and confrontational. Like I've been able to get deals. If you just go in and you're buying like 2 or 3 different things. What's up, Kendo? If you just go into a game store and you're buying like 2 or 3 different things, they're going to cut you a deal because you're buying a lot of product. So just number one, like fucking common sense, overarching advice I could give is just be nice and respectful. Like they're almost guaranteed to cut you a deal if you are. How you doing, sir? Feels like it's been forever since I streamed. I don't know why, even though I was just live Wednesday. It is, Kendo. It is, in fact. I am off tomorrow and Monday, so we got all the time in the world. There's a hanging key. It's just out of reach. All right, so this is why we need the ball, because the ball is going to block the water flow here so that it can knock the key down over there. Oh, never mind. I don't need an item here. We're playing on Faye's Ocean Blue. This is such a beautiful controller, I swear. I've kept it in like absolutely pristine condition too. Anytime I need it, or anytime I'm done with it, I wrap it up and put it in a drawer. It drives you guys nuts the way that I wrap the cord around the controller, but I've done that my whole life. I know how to do it without damaging anything. I'm doing amazing. I don't know about everybody else, but I'm doing great. I'm sitting here, I got my coffee, I'm chilling, playing an amazing game. I booked my first guest on the podcast, but I'm keeping it under wraps until that person wants me, if they want me to say who it is, but I really want to keep it under wraps until we get closer to next week. But I'm excited about it. Okay, so I have, oh yeah, so I gotta go to the courtyard. I can go right through here. But you guys will be very happy with who the guest is, and it's gonna be a great conversation. Okay, so it should be, yeah, it's right here. Classroom key. So the only other key that we need is the library reserve key. No, it is not Wings of Redemption. He probably wouldn't even do it unless I paid him like a big amount of money. The same for Darkside Phil. And Boogie 2988. Okay. Yeah. So we got to get to the locker room. Boogie 2988. Was that Peter Moore or whoever that presented him that award? When he won like Gamer of the Year or whatever. No, it is not the forbidden name that none of us are allowed to say. And I won't say it either. Hideo Kojima, dude, that would actually be fucking life-changing if I was able to get that dude on a podcast. He's so fucking busy, though. He's like one of the most busy guys on the fucking planet. That'd never work. Yes, Wings of Redemption won the boxing match. Yes, I literally just, I called up my boy. I fucking called up my boy, Hideo. And I said, you know what, bro? When are you going to jump on the pod? And he said, oh shit, I'll be on next week. You know, typical conversation between me and him, happens all the time. Ask him where the Zone of the Enders 3 is. Dude, Zone of the Enders 2 is such a fucking amazing game. A lot of people bought Zone of the Enders 1 just because it had the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo on it. A body is slumped over. Okay, this is not ideal, but I should be able... Okay, I was going to say, I should be able to get out of here without taking a hit. Kojima-chan. Yeah, if you guys really wanted to see a podcast where all I did was just shart myself and not know what to say. Watch an episode where I got him on. He probably gets so tired of dealing with fans. Like, I'm not even that much of a fanboy. Like, I'm not an obsessive fanboy because I think being a fanboy of a person is a little bit cringy in its own way. Like, when you're so concerned about how that person looks in your eyes that you can't even talk to them like another human being, it goes a little bit too far, but... Oh, come right this way, sir. Oh, look at him emerging from the darkness. That's so fucked up. That's right, back it up, bitch. That bundle is tight. Bought for the snake, stayed for the robot mechs. Yeah, dude. I miss when games had demos. Remember when Crackdown on Xbox 360 had the Halo 3 demo, and everybody bought Crackdown, but only because of that demo. Nobody gave a shit about Crackdown itself, even though Crackdown was an awesome game. One of my favorites of the 360 exclusive games. Kojima shows up and you just say swag. And he's like, you know what? You're speaking my language. And now here is that book titled The Monster Lurks by Leonard Rhine. Chapter 3, Manifestation of Delusions. Poltergeists are among these. Negative emotions like fear, worry, or stress manifest into external energy with physical effects. Nightmares have, in some cases, been shown to trigger them. However, such phenomena do not appear to happen to just anyone. Although it's not clear why, adolescents, especially girls, are prone to such occurrences. Or you'll sub for magazines just for the demo. Yeah, man, the PlayStation, the official PlayStation magazine had awesome demos in it constantly. Loved that shit. One of my earliest gaming memories was playing, the Parappa demo. And also the Sega Dreamcast demo disc that had like House of the Dead. Off the Belly. Better times. Yeah, like playing the Sega Dreamcast demo disc that had, it was like the Sonic Adventure beach episode. Or episode, what the fuck, the beach level. And then it had House of the Dead, and then it had a boxing game on it. So, similar to Silent Hill 3, we also get a fairy tale out of order here. Hearing this, the hunter armed with a bow and arrow said, "I will kill the lizard," but upon meeting his opponent, he held back, taunting, "Who's afraid of a reptile?" At this, the furious lizard hissed, "I'll swallow you up in a single bite." Then the huge creature attacked, jaws open wide. This was what the man wanted. Calmly drawing his bow, he shot into the lizard's gaping mouth. Effortlessly, the arrow flew, piercing the defenseless maw, and the lizard fell down dead. This is from an old fairy tale. I remember reading it as a kid. Off the belly, Kelly Melly. Yes. Oh, you're off them. Oh, no, you're off a Melly. Oh, God. That's what you meant by watch out. I was like, what's going on here, dude? Silly girl hours have begun. Okay. Oh, never mind. We're done using our keys. We already used everything. So now we just got to go down to the boiler room. Oh, it's this one, actually. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. Oh, wow. He didn't even go for it. What a dumbass. What a dumbass. Okay, so there is an extremely important room right here. You need to make sure that you don't skip this room. If you're playing Silent Hill from 1999 and you want to have a fighting chance to get this good plus ending, you need to make sure you go into this room, and I'm going to show you why right now. So normally when you come down here, you can only go into the room on the right, but now you can go into this room on the left. And the reason why this is so important is because it has 2 extra boxes of shotgun shells, 6 per box, and you have the first ampule in the game, which is a free full heal. So yeah, do not, under any circumstances, skip this room. It's super crucial. Now we have 24 stock shotgun shells and 6 in the chamber, even though it's not a chamber. It's like a really weird sawed off too. Your iPad doesn't like when you're being swaggy. Oh no. Now this can be a really fucking annoying puzzle, but I think I kind of have it. Welcome back, Dr. Red. Ooh, almost had it. No, it's not randomized. I think it's the same every time. But what you got to remember is the one that you turn moves twice and the other one moves once. So you have to have it set up in a way that that would actually work. Like this would not work. Okay, so now if I move this one, that would be right. Wait, actually, this might work. I think it'll be one off. Yeah. And it's always, you know, for me, it feels a little bit randomized because I always fuck it up, but it's not actually, I promise you. Like that's super close right there. The way that he like still floored Josh figured it out. Yeah, usually I do this in like 2 or 3 turns, but sometimes it just fucks me up and takes me a little bit longer. Okay, so basically we're going to set it up to where 2 more turns on the right clears it out. And 1 more turn on the left clears it out. Okay, so this should be a good setup. Oh, it was so close. I'm just going to keep turning it right. Eventually it should actually work like this. Actually. Fucking cops are raiding a house across the street. Jesus, man. Stay safe. Chris Chan lore. He thought that bras had to be thrown away after 3 uses until Troll Casey told him that you could just wash them after he started wearing them. What in God's name is going on in that person's head? Okay. Now see, it's 1 on both. That's where the issue is. This is a better setup than we had before, though. Speaking of which, did you guys see that thing in Miami where people are claiming aliens or whatever? I think we might actually have this if we just keep turning this way. It's still 1 on both. Let's go this way. Yeah, see, the problem is if you get fucked up in the beginning, this can take way longer than it has any right to actually work. Okay, so now that one's correct. Let's try this. Oh, I think we got it. Yeah, we got it. That is. There we go. I'm just mad that people think stereotypical aliens exist. They're so boring. True. The Men in Black aliens or whatever. The Roswellians. Okay, so here we're gonna shoot him in the mouth until his mouth starts leaking. By the way, I have no idea how you take melatonin. That shit gives me the craziest nightmares. Wow. You piece of shit. Okay, that's the sound we need. Switch to the shotgun. As soon as he opens his mouth, we're just gonna shoot him twice and we're good to go. Boom. Easy. I have to post the clip of what my dreams are like. You have a clip? Is it like getting chased by shit? Irregardless.
What was that? Who in the hell was that?
This is a boiler room? What's going on here? Caffeine does nothing to me. I don't have dreams. I had a boss that was like that once. He could literally drink any caffeinated product and it didn't do jack shit to him. It didn't do jack diddly squat to him. I hear a church bell maybe? Who's ringing the bell? You had 4 energy drinks last time I was at work. Ada Wong is ringing the bell. How have you been, by the way, Dr. Red? It feels like it's been forever since we've talked. About really anything. List of teachers, K. Gordon. That's it. I'll note the address down on the map. Okay, let's watch this clip that she has graced us with. Oh, dear God. Oh, it's that 009 sound system song. Holy shit, that fucking destroyed my ears. Been doing okay. Trophy ran RE8. I have 1 trophy left to get, which is a really hard one, and I just finished plat hunting Ice Station Z, just maybe a high heart rate. God, dude, this takes me back to classic YouTube, where every single audio swap video had this because 009 sound system was the first selection in the audio swap menu, just because numbers came before letters. Hey, no problem, Leon. Appreciate you hanging out, and we will talk to you later. It's not even a week since you last streamed, but I feel you on that it feels like a long time. I know, man. It's so weird. Like, for me, if it's longer than 2 days of a gap, it feels like ages since I last streamed, even though... Yeah, I saw the picture there. Why did it look like you were looking through a chain link fence or something, like right outside? You got one of those fucking Rainbow Six under door cameras to take that shot? Oh, okay. Look at that. Not even glass panes, yeah. It's so weird to have cages on. Maybe that's not a US thing. Yeah, I love the camera work when you're in the school bus. Like, imagine just sitting on that school bus. It'd be the weirdest fucking feeling ever. I'm gonna make a little bit of a detour to get a singular health drink here. Very important. I don't think there's one here, but if we go down this alleyway. Yeah, you can see the K. Gordon address that we marked on the map. And the camera will change once we get there, so. "15 property fires? Dude, at an apartment complex I lived at in my hometown, we would constantly have police, like, dragging people out of their houses in cuffs. And we were young at the time, too. Like, I was younger than 10 years old when that was happening frequently. Story-wise, SH2, but presentation-wise, 1 for me. Agreed. Yeah. Presentation-wise, it's very, very tough to beat this. Also, you don't need to apologize about the audio destroying my ears. Listen, I've been on the internet for so long. Like, I've had so many moments of that. I think my ears are just desensitized to it. It just surprised me, was all. Give me a little jump start. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Health drink. Should be across the way here. Upon these steps. One of them. Look at the fucking map knowledge, dude. Multiple houses are like the fire burned them so bad there's holes in the roofs and are just gonna fall down eventually because nobody... Oh yeah, like Condemned. Yeah. Not Criminal Origins. Okay, I'm sorry. All VOD should be at 90 90 boosted decibels for a very good reason. I don't necessarily know what the reason is, but it's a very good reason. No, you know what? It's to get the fucking point across. That's what it's for. How the fuck else am I supposed to get the point across, dude? 90 fucking decibels of boost. If you don't understand it by the time I'm done, it's a you problem. For legal purposes, that was a joke. Just want to point that out. Oh, don't do it, dude. Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. The audio track has to look like a sausage. Oh, it's gonna be a sausage, all right. What the hell is going on in this chat room right now? Questionable, questionable, questionable. You guys are making such suggestive statements right now. You don't know what's going on. We did it. We beat the game. This is actually the end of season 1, and then we got to purchase the season pass to play season 2. Luckily, I already paid for the DLC, so we're out here.
Were you ringing that bell?
I've been expecting you. It was foretold by gyromancy.
Blow my nose really quick.
What are you talking about?
I knew you'd come. You want the girl, right?
The girl? You're talking about Cheryl.
I see everything.
You know something. Tell me.
Stay back. Nothing is to be gained from floundering about at random. You must follow the path. The path of the hermit concealed by Flauros.
What? What are you talking about?
Here, the Flauros, a cage of peace. It can break through the walls of darkness and counteract the wrath of the underworld. These will help you.
No.
Haste to the hospital before it's too late.
No, Malum, it's actually 3 hours
Wait, don't go yet.
of a giant cliffhanger. And at the end, it actually gives you an instant cart link so that you can add the Season 3 Battle Pass. And after you finish the Season 3 Battle Pass, you actually get a Barrett 50 caliber sniper rifle for Henry. But once you pay to unlock it, you don't actually get the sniper. You just get another Battle Pass tier that you can follow. And then once you complete it, then you get the Barrett 50 cal. So that's pretty much what the entirety of Season 2 has for us. There's a newspaper, nothing special. This song is called Clawfinger, by the way. Very good track. Oh my god, that's so fucking loud. Holy shit, that's so loud, dude. What's up, Josh? How was your stream, man? Oh, and by the way, check your Discord DMs when you get a chance, if you don't mind. What's up, Wood? What's up, Rastaman Stan? Love that name. What's up, Sir Cam Bam? What's up, Gummy? What's up, She Again? What's up, Omar? Omar, do you go by Omar Rack or Omar? You just let me know, sir, and I will refer to you however you want to be referred to. We just found a very old lady who was special. Appreciate that. We just found a very old lady who was spewing craziness at me, and I pepper sprayed her, and then she ran away. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Either is fine. Lots of people call me Omar. Well, welcome on in, Omar. We're glad to have you here. You stan me. I appreciate that. At least somebody does. God help me. Yeah, so we're by the way, I gotta give my man a shout out. Oh, if I maced an old lady because she approached me and I didn't want her to. That's exactly what I did. I maced the shit out of her. She ran away at a high speed and now here we are. I think I got the drawbridge control key. You were playing Ape Escape. What a great game. Dude, the soundtrack in that especially is so fucking fire. Like, why'd they go so hard on the damn soundtrack? Got all this fucking, oh, the rock drill. There's no gasoline, can't use it. Oh shit, yeah, well we didn't do New Game Plus, but you can actually go to a gas station before this and get a can. It is insanely good. Like, the soundtrack has no right to be that fucking good. I especially remember this one area where there's like a dinosaur running around in like a square arena and just sitting there for hours because the music was so good. Soichi Terada did it. Nice. Yeah, the frame rate in this room is absolutely fucked. But yeah, by the way, welcome on in, everybody. I do play a shit ton of Silent Hill here. I'm actually in the middle of a 3-day weekend right now, so this is part 1 of what's probably going to be a 4-part Silent Hill story marathon. The reason why we're doing the Good Plus ending is because when Silent Hill 3 got released, the Good Plus ending in this game basically became the only lore-accurate ending. So I'm trying to do the most lore-accurate, runs of each game because No point in doing a story marathon if we're not going to do the endings that tie into each game, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we're dropping all the knowledge. All the knowledge that I've spent. Actually, no, we're going to do a double feature, most likely for the ending. So I'm going to do 1 tonight, and then I'll probably do 2 and 3 tomorrow night, and then we'll end 4 on Monday. Monday night. Yeah, always go down these staircases. They don't lead anywhere, but there's always good shit at the bottom. 2 pumped I can attend. Oh, let's go, dude. Yeah, I've got a lot of, a shit ton of accumulated Silent Hill knowledge from over the years. It was actually one of the first things I ever looked up when I got my first hand-me-down computer. Was going on GameFAQs and just researching Silent Hill games, so... You know, I'm getting old. Getting very old out here, so... But yeah, if you listen closely here before you go inside the hospital, you can actually hear Kaufman fire a shot off. This is the final smash, dude. Chris Chan lore part 4. Chris Chan, despite having a big oh no. I'm afraid for what I'm about to read. You piece of shit. Despite having such a big craving for a girlfriend, cheated on his online girlfriend with another fake online girlfriend. Oh, so he got cat. Okay, dude. Doc has been on an absolute Chris Chan binge here lately. I've learned more than I ever wanted to know. There's that gunshot, by the way. My knees don't. Yeah, I'm gonna be like one of those old I'm gonna be one of those old farts that's like sitting outside on the porch, rocking back and forth, and I'll tell the youngins that there's a storm blowing through because my knee's acting up or some shit. That'll be me in like 1 year when I turn 30. Got stuck the other day kneeling down to pick up my phone. Dude, I woke up the other day and at like 2 in the morning and I had a back spasm that had me fucking laying on the bed and I could barely fucking get up, and that shit hurt for like 6 straight days. I guarantee if I talked to a doctor, they'd be like, oh, yeah, that'll happen. I'm like, oh. This guy's one of the best actors in the game, Dr. Michael Kaufman, as he says.
Wait, I'm not here to fight.
By the way, this whole cutscene debunks the snow being ash bullshit that the movie started. Just listen right here.
Thank God, another human being. Do you work here?
Tattoo it? Yeah, that wouldn't be good.
I'm Dr. Michael Kaufman.
Kaufman.
I work at this hospital. So maybe you can tell me what's going on.
Here comes the snow debunking.
I really can't say. I was taking a nap in the staff room. When I woke up, it was like this. Everyone seems to have disappeared.
Right here. Listen.
And it's snowing out. This time of year.
It's actually snow.
Something's gone seriously wrong.
The manual confirms it as well, by the way.
Did you see those monsters? Have you ever seen such aberrations?
Your grandma had that done?
Ever even heard of such things? You and I both know.
Oh, dude, that's
like
fucking
that
awesome.
don't exist.
Then you never have to worry about it.
Have you seen a little girl anywhere?
Please never stop doing the eyeliner, though. We'll see.
She's only 7. Short, black hair.
I'll keep it going for a few more years, but if I start to be like mid-30s, I may have to call it quits.
Monsters around, I highly doubt that she's... Sorry, I didn't mean to alarm you.
Also, I know it's just the way that like the polygons are lined up, but why do they both have hair on their necks?
She died 4 years ago. Now it's just me and my daughter.
I actually bought some black matte nail polish to do that. So I might do that soon, but I don't know. Bit of a stigma around it.
So long. Good luck out there.
Okay, so the way this game works is there are several endings. There's good, good plus, bad, bad plus, and then the worst possible ending. So the first thing, there's a few qualifiers to get the good plus ending, and we're actually coming up on the very first one. First, we're going to go behind the reception desk and get this map. Won't necessarily need it, but I'm grabbing it anyway. There's a few parts of this game where it randomly gets super smooth 60 FPS, and this is one of them. I have no idea why, but look at that. Yeah, I saw you got the ending where you just shoot the shit out of your out of your daughter and just fall to your knees. You just murder your daughter, fall to your knees, and the game is over. It's like, wow, what an ending. All that work for that. It was hilarious, though. There's a newspaper. This article's been clipped out. By the way, we will never find this article because it is missing from this version of the game. It only exists in the PAL version. It's a broken piece of code. Isn't that fun? Okay, so... basement map, and there's also a basement key in this conference room here. But it is an article detailing the boiler room explosion that landed Alessa in the hospital, is what that's all about. So, the first thing we need to do is we need to go into the kitchen, which I believe is right here. Yeah, we need to start Wood the type of dude. Wood the type of dude to tell his friends that they're about to get a visit from the tickle monster with his hands outstretched like this. Am I right? Anyway, so we have to get that container. Okay, so we have to get that container, and the reason why is because we're going to fill it with this red liquid in here. The shelves are all messed up. Who did this? A glass vial lies shattered. It's not just broken, it looks smashed on purpose. Okay, so we have to fill this vial with the or this bottle with the red liquid. Fucking vandals, yeah, who the hell came through here, dude? Now what have we here? Welch raspberry juice. Dr. Red, you're so far down the rabbit hole, you literally can't even see the entrance anymore, dude. It'll be okay. Help me. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, specifically Welch's. I think he means Welch's, like the brand. Oh, this is such a great sound here when we turn on the generator. The in-house generator powers elevators, ICUs, and operating rooms only. Oh, by the way, you said something about... Let me see. Stamp marathons bring me joy. Appreciate that, Gummy. You said something, Josh. Let me see. You saw the DM and you're down. The only problem is finding a Wednesday that works. Nice. Okay. Sick, dude. Appreciate that. No, I saw you said something about Wednesday, and I was like, what? I didn't get a chance to read it. Okay, so check this out. We've got floors 1, 2, and 3. The buttons listed here. Watch what happens once we go through these. Watch. You literally will not believe. When you see it, you will shart bricks. You really will. When you see it, nothing will ever be the same. Damn it, dude. I was hoping to start a trend of Wood the type of dude, but I guess I'm the only one. No, I'm playing the downloadable PS3 version. Before they... I think it's delisted, actually. But, yeah, this is just the digital version. With a controller that was generously donated by a fan of the channel named Faye Ataraxia. This is gorgeous ocean blue. It's plugged into a Brook converter, USB converter, but it's just a really good controller. I like using DualShock 2s to play PS1 games. Oh, what the fuck? It didn't happen. I think I need to try the doors in each floor as well. Okay. All right, now we've tried it. Remember floor, the 1, 2, and 3 buttons. Now there's a 4. That came into my work and I was really tempted, but got a nice smoke. Oh, smoke black is one of the best colors. My all-time favorite color is satin silver, which I actually have right here. This is my all-time favorite PS2 controller color. It's just, it has a really nice matte feel to it. Really nice texture. I have this in DualShock 3 as well. Four is an unlucky number in Asian culture. It usually references death. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Yeah, so we saw Alessa in some sort of vision walk into... I want to get like the jade green one. I have it for PS1, but not 2. Yeah, those are sick. Now, listen, as we take 2 or 3 steps away, we're going to hear someone lock the door behind us, okay? Right there. And then if we check, it's locked, even though we just came through there. I definitely got a very brand new PS controller that was returned to my work as defective, and it was supposed to go into the trash compactor, but my purse could also be a trash compactor, I guess. Yeah. Now again, we're going to hear this. Listen, one more step. There we go. They also locked it behind. Shin equals 4 equals death. That's awesome. I actually never knew that. Be like one of those lore dumpers on the fucking Did You Know Silent Hill videos where they're like, did you know that Silent Hill is based on Centralia, Pennsylvania, and that the snow is actually ash? I'm like, no, I only heard that 3 quintillion times before I turned 15 years old. Yeah, these nurses are very bullet spongy, so we're going to be sure to dump tons of ammo into them. I don't know why I said that with so much venom in my voice. Interestingly enough, the room where you can watch this VHS tape is room 302. That's the room in Silent Hill 4. Tee-hee. But that's just a theory. He's retired now, so I can steal that, right? Oh my god, put it down. OMG, like the sub badges. Well, those are going to be changing soon. I'm going to be working with an artist on Fiverr, and we're going to be using the radios. So the very first one is going to be this one, in fact. And then we're going to move to Silent Hill 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4 doesn't have a radio, but we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do the bronze, silver, gold, and then we'll do shiny, bloody, rusty, whatever it happens to be. That's how we're going to do it. I'm sure I'm not the only person with Silent Hill radio sub badges, but I don't give a shit. Mine will be unique. I come on stream next week. Josh is like, bro, check out my new... Josh, the type of guy... Okay, never mind. I was going to make a funny, but... A giant knife for 5-year sub? Oh, yeah, like Pyramid Head's knife. I think I tried one time, and I couldn't do it because you can't have, like, a weapon. Fuck me, I hate that sound, dude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we tried to have a Pyramid Head knife at one point, like a Buster Sword type weapon, and it said that you couldn't have a weapon as your sub badge. So there you go. Uncle Stamp has violated the terms of service. Well, I think you can if it's like a kidified version, like an 8-bit version would count, but it was like a graphic version that had blood on it, so that's probably why they didn't. That's probably why they didn't approve of it. So in my personal opinion, Twitch is comprised of a bunch of pussies that don't know their ass from their elbow. Yeah, I fucking said it, and I meant it, too. That was a joke, by the way. I'd just like to point that out. Base. Get him. I mean, honestly, what has Twitch ever done for me? That's what I'd like to know. Did they ever fly me out onto a super yacht? If they did, I don't recall. I'm waiting. for that invitation. Yes, the one singular Twitch super yacht that definitely exists. Dude, these guys make crazy sounds. You would go onto the super yacht with those fucking baggy ass cargo shorts with like 30 pockets on them. And by the time you walk out, you'd have like 50 extra pounds of just random vases and antiques that you took off the You sounded like you had COVID. Oh my god, you bullet sponge POS. Yeah, they don't get water in them. They just naturally enlarge around water. It's actually a defense mechanism that cargo shorts have developed over the years. Thanks to the theory of evolution. My sister's New Year's resolution is to do more crime, and she just wants to do fucking petty crimes like minor theft. What kind of resolution is that? It's like if I said my New Year's resolution is to just shit my pants slightly more than I did last year. I didn't at all, by the way. I'd like to just point that out. I was making an...
Chris Chan Law Part 9. In Chris Chan's life advice he mentioned the
Oh my
importance
God.
of sticking to your first mate. Ignoring the fact that both his father and mother Bob Jr. Chandler and Barbara Ann Chandler were both in previous marriages.
Yeah, because some people, don't they get addicted to like the rush of stealing things more than actually wanting the items that they're stealing? I hear that a lot. Like people get addicted to the act of stealing more than they get addicted to, you know, actually taking things that aren't theirs. The body's laid out on the bed. Don't feel like checking this out. Yeah, well, you're going to grab the health drink, you little pussy. She's a little goody two-shoes and she knows it. Doesn't know how to be. What? That's just a weird resolution. Like, is she trying to impress somebody or something? Oh yeah, an ex-girlfriend of mine got banned from Walmart for stealing makeup. Remember when... You guys remember when you were younger and you wanted to date dangerous people? Yeah, don't. If you take anything away from this live stream of this man's ugly mug on screen trying to give any sort of life advice, which I'm not even necessarily trying to do, but my one bit of life advice that I definitely would is don't date dangerous people just because you think they're exciting. Yes, she was the you'll be back girl. What's up, Future? What if they steal your heart? Well, she thought she did. After I broke up with her, she's like, oh, well, you'll be back. She's like, I know how you are. Like, you're obsessed with me. You'll be back. Let's just say we're coming up on the 10-year anniversary. And that's a teehee. There aren't many things in this world that I would describe as a teehee, but that is certainly one of them. Okay, we need the green plate. I forget where that actually is. I don't even use that word lightly either. Using teehee in such a brash way is just very, very out of pocket, I feel. Very inappropriate. Best kind of kleptomaniac? True. But, you know, actually being pseudo-serious for a second, I kind of learned what type of girl is for me after going, yeah, just a spot of trolling. I kind of learned what type of girl is for me after that experience, and it certainly isn't the, you know, I hate saying this, but it was almost like a trophy, you know? Like, we looked good in photos together, and that was my justification for continuing that relationship. It was the dumbest shit I could have ever imagined. Okay, we gotta find this green plate. For some reason, I can't remember where it is. Oh yeah, like I don't sit here and dwell on it anymore. I mean, shit's been almost 10 years, like I said. So I mean, I've had plenty of time to come to terms with it. I don't really dwell on it anymore, but it is just funny to think about it. Swag, that is just She's word of the day, is swag. I never know what to do in photos, so it couldn't be me. Just a little blurry at all times. That's fair. No, we used to do the classic like emo poses and shit. And yeah, everybody used to always say, oh, you guys look so good together and this, that, and the other. And it just kind of subconsciously got dug into my brain. Like, you know what? It's cool to just put up with all this bullshit. Like, she runs out of cigarettes. I have to go buy some fucking Marlboro Reds. Oh, dear God. Oh, I'm actually going to die. Okay. I would literally... Now, this is how fucked up I was. Now, I want to explain something. Trials and tribulations of life and relationships in general, okay? I was so fucked up, obsessed with this chick, that she would wake up in like the middle of the night. I'm talking like 3, 4 a.m. and be like, fuck, I'm out of cigarettes. And take it out on me, like bitch at me constantly. I'm like, first of all, what did I do? Like, we're not even living together. And then second of all, she'd be like, you have to go get them now. And I would actually go get them. Like, I was the definition of bitch made back then. And I'm sorry if that term is offensive to you, but it was accurate. It accurately describes my mental state at that time. And then over time, you slowly start to realize that nobody respects that. In fact, that makes you look like a pussy. You know, it makes you look weak. And yes, I don't do that. That's just my little spot of advice for tonight. Okay, so what I need is the blood packet. I was a punk ass and I graduated from that, thankfully. Okay, so we need the blood packet. Which I cannot get in here. Where is that actually? I was a Warren. Yeah, absolutely true. I unfortunately was a Warren at one time in my life. Yeah, because I think this is... Okay, yeah, so the green plate's here. We need the blood pouch. I gotta go find it. Listen, I don't dwell on these things anymore. But yes, at one point in my life, I was a Warren. I was beyond obsessed. I would have done anything she asked me to do. Because I thought, oh, this is what I must do to keep this going, you know? Like, that's the mentality I was at the time. I know where it is. I skipped right over it, too. Because I didn't want to go back to being single, you know? But that's the thing, is like, you make the mistakes early and then you just learn. That's what I appreciate about the way my shit turned out now. I made all the mistakes in that relationship and they never repeated themselves. So it actually ended up being like a blessing in disguise. You know, I just got all that shit out of the way. There it is. I was like, well, I'm 20 now and I fucked up majorly. Cool, now I know exactly what not to do. We stand self-growth. Yeah, well, and not only that, here's another thing that I'll say in a relationship. Never take someone's word for it. Now, okay, I'm not going to place like a trigger warning on this or anything because it's not that serious, but if you are in a sort of turbulent relationship with somebody, never take their word for it if they're on birth control. Okay? Let my experience, and I'm not going to get into it, but listen, you can fucking put 2 and 2 together, okay? You guys are very smart people. You can put 2 and 2 together. I dodged a bullet, but yeah, never take somebody's word for it if you're not on the best of terms with them, because people will use a lot of different things as a weapon, and that is unfortunately one of them. Now you gotta get me smokes. No, I don't. Click. Hell yeah, that'd be me nowadays, but I wouldn't date a smoker again. That was not a fun experience. It was like licking an ashtray. Do not recommend. What the fuck? Where's the room with the... Oh, I think it's on the 2nd floor, actually. I was already going in the right spot. So basically, we're going to use the blood packet to distract these tentacles coming out of the wall, and then we can grab our last plate here. I'm not going to get into it, Kendo, but let's just say there's some more bullshit that people will use to try to make sure that you don't use one of those. There we go. I just needed the sound of the tentacles jiggling. Where do I find a warrant to bring me boba tea at all hours? Twitch.tv. I'm not saying your chat specifically, but literally most women on Twitch. I guarantee somebody in your chat would be willing. I'm not calling out anybody in particular. I'm just stating what I've seen. You know, I've seen a lot of things happen on this website over the years. Clouds flowing over a hill, sky on a sunny day, tangerines that are bitter, lucky four-leaf clover, violets in the garden. I love how dark this gets out of nowhere. Dandelions along a path, unavoidable sleeping time, liquid flowing from a slashed wrist. I believe it's red, yellow, blue, green, or red, green, blue, yellow. I think cat is top right. I've actually never in my life had a boba tea. Is it like is that the tea where like they give you the really big straw and it has like tapioca balls in it? That wasn't right. I think I need to swap these two. Yes. I've seen people drinking those before, but I've never actually tried one. Let's do turtle on the top right. I've also never had Thai tea, and people tell me all the time that Thai tea is like fucking amazing. There we go. Oh, that was close. You guys know what my favorite drink in the world is, even though it's like liquid diabetes? Cream soda. Jones cream soda is so fucking good. If it didn't have like 90 grams of sugar in every bottle, it would be something I could actually go to more often. Yeah, I need to find a place locally that's got boba, and I'll do a first try. I'll try it on stream for the first time. Okay, so now that we're on this side, we need two things. We need the alcohol. Actually, I think that's all we need because we've already got the lighter. Yeah, so we just need the alcohol, which is in the operating prep room. So, get our little asses down this way. We're going to take her down to the Old Town Road. We're going to drive till we can't no mo. Aren't boba and bubble tea the same thing, or are they different? I actually don't know. I don't drink a lot of tea, really. I'm like strictly a coffee person and have been for many years, so I'm not a good resource for that. By the way, can someone please explain to me why Starbucks drinks are so popular? Because every time I get one of those, they literally just taste like chemicals and sadness. They taste like someone loaded a bunch of mocha bullshit into a fucking cup, blended it up, and then added a shit ton of salt and grease to it. Or a shit ton of sugar and grease to it. Even if you get like a standard black coffee, it tastes like burnt chemical shit. I cannot fathom why people are spending like $6, $7 on a Starbucks coffee in the morning. Well, I get that it's brand recognition and everything, but yeah, their coffee is like 90% processed chemical horse shit, and then the rest of it is like, you know, burned coffee. They do purposefully burn their coffee to give it a specific flavor, and I do think that their their bag coffee that you can buy at the store is pretty good. I like it. Did you guys know that McCafe, if you go to McDonald's and you get a coffee, did you know that they actually bought the formula and all the different recipes that Tim Hortons in Canada used to have? Whew, nice try, bitch. So if you get McDonald's coffee or anything, you're actually drinking what used to be Tim Hortons. Their business model was originally the lounge. Now they're transitioning into the finance business. Yeah, the fucking Patrick Batemans of the world drink Starbucks. By the way, I think I talked about this before. Isn't it hilarious how the fucking American Psycho movie from 2000, all the edgy dudes are like, God, this is so me, even though Patrick Bateman is a literal serial killer. They're like, God, this movie just speaks to me, dude. Yeah, Tim Hortons had to come up with new formulas for all their stuff because McDonald's bought them out, which is a very capitalist thing, but that's what they did. Just like how all the girls on TikTok were like romanticizing Ted Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer, or at least Evan Peters as Jeffrey Dahmer. And it's like, this is how he killed people in the first place, because they thought he was attractive and he was charming. And so all the girls that are like, you know, I think Ted Bundy's actually a pretty good looking dude. It's like, yeah, that's how he killed people. He was a good looking dude and he was way too charming and he had like an insanely high IQ. That's how he manipulated everybody. Yeah, the book, dude, the American Psycho, the book is one of my favorite books of all time. That book scarred me heavily as a kid, though, because I read it when I was like 11 and 12. It's funny because Patrick Bateman is the direct opposite of an alpha male. If you watch the movie, he's actually very pathetic. Yeah, he's extremely pathetic, and he like grasps at everything he can to feel like he's in control of his life, including, you know, buying popular brands and getting reservations at upscale restaurants like fucking Dorsia, because that's all he has. He has to throw his money around because he has nothing unique about him. And that's another thing in the movie is like there's so little about him that's unique that he has a fucking identity crisis wondering if he's even real, because he's just another, you know, drop in the bucket of the same type of dudes that work in Wall Street. Oh shit, this is not gonna be good. They're gonna keep grabbing me. Yeah. You say something? I think Bridget was talking in her sleep a little bit. Like that meme of him with the shades and phone. So funny because that scene is literally him pretending that he booked it. Yeah, it's him pretending that he got a Dorsia reservation, even though the person on the phone's like, no, we're booked up. I don't think you heard me. And he's trying to seem cool to his secretary or whatever. Like, oh, I can just make one quick phone call and get us in at Dorsia. It's like, yeah, right. Americans just have no identity outside of corporations and consumption. Yeah, and it's that whole concept of like when the brands you're wearing become your entire personality, you have no personality. And it's absolutely true. Okay, I'm just gonna have to fucking blast these two away. I got no choice here. I watched a video essay about how you can never really write a good cult personality because you'll actually get people rooting for the people the rhetoric was written about, like the main character in Fight Club. Yeah. Yeah, talk about a cult. Talk about a major cult following. I mean, that's a movie from the year 2000 and it's like exploded. It's never been more popular. Lessa. Examination room key. So this room is also in Silent Hill 3. Yeah, American Psycho was literally made to be satire of American yuppie culture, and yuppie culture is basically like dudes that work in Wall Street. They all act the same, they all dress the same, they all talk the same, they use the same terminology, they're desperate to fit in, they do the same hairstyles, they go to the same restaurants, and it's like, what is even the point of all this? It goes back to that really famous Scarface scene, one of the greatest movies of all time, by the way, where he's in the restaurant, like, he's got the woman, he got the girl that he was after the whole movie, he got the money, he has the power, and he's just sitting there at the restaurant. He hates his life, and he says, is this what it's all about? Fucking eating, drinking, you know, is this shit, like, this is what I worked for? Is this? Turning 50 with a fucking, whatever he said, you know, basically saying turning 50 with a fat stomach and a liver that's got spots on it. Sounds like the perfect American to me. The joke is that the people who idolize folks like him are just as empty as the satirical effigy they idolize and don't even know it. Yeah. I just hate when people are like, yeah, I relate to Patrick Bateman. It's like, no, you don't. You relate to like one scene, maybe. Yeah, plus the movie took a very different turn than the book did. The movie also makes a statement about men in the workplace that the book didn't necessarily make, which isn't a bad thing. I like that they're two, you know, unique takes on the same type of story, but hang on just a sec, because we've got an important cutscene here. We're done with Hospital 1, by the way. And Uncle Stamp needs another sip of post-midnight coffee. Some more phenomenal voice acting here from Thessaly Lerner. Towards the end, if you look at the part where he's killing random people on the street, if you pay attention to the background when he's calling his lawyer and breaking down, the background is so obviously a fake backdrop, making it feel like reality is breaking down. Yeah.
Someone else who's okay.
Dude, we should watch it in the Discord.
Who are you?
By the way, Josh, we're going to be watching the Silent Hill movie soon, so if you'd like to check that out.
Harry Mason.
You're welcome, dude.
Harry, tell me what's happening here. Where is everybody? I must have gotten knocked out. When I came to, everyone was gone. It's awful.
So you don't know anything either.
I'll tell you guys about a crazy lawsuit involving this lady.
I just don't get it. It's like this is all some kind of bad dream.
Heck yeah, Gummy. By the way, absolutely love your concept, by the way.
You, have you seen a little girl around here?
Cannot wait
Short, black hair,
to see that.
old.
I'm hyped.
A 7-year-old girl. What, she's your daughter?
Yes.
A 7-year-old girl. I can't say that I have. I was unconscious all this time. I'm sorry.
See, already what she's saying is not adding up. How was she unconscious this whole time?
Do you know anything about all that weird stuff in the basement?
No. Why? Is there something down there?
You don't know? Don't you work here?
We're under strict orders never to enter the basement storeroom.
Yeah, I was saying I'm really excited for the
I really don't know.
the finished product. Not gonna say what it is, but I'm very excited. I love the concept. Because you actually kind of already hit on things that I would have said, which is black and white color scheme.
Harry?
I mean, that was like my main thing, so
Let me help you.
I was like, hell yeah.
Harry?
It's there, dude. That PTV can knock down a dude. Yeah.
Was I dreaming?
You were too late.
Why does she have a necktie on? Someone please explain. I have never figured it out.
You.
Look at Dahlia with her fucking necktie on. Like, why?
Dahlia Gillespie.
You're so cringe, dude.
Tell me everything you know. What's going
The town is being devoured by darkness. Strength must overcome petty desire, childish.
Oh my god, you guys. I just took that last sip of coffee and I just got a mouthful of grounds. Ugh. Oh, fuck. It was like in a mouthful of sand.
I don't understand a word of this.
Believe the
Oh.
evidence of your eyes.
Ooh, that was not pleasant.
The other church in this town, that is your destination.
Yeah, she's actually just got done watching the Helena music video.
Only you can stop it now. Have you not seen the crest marked on the ground all over town?
So that's what I saw in the schoolyard. What does it mean?
It is the mark of Samael.
Okay, so she's completely lying to us right now. It's actually the seal of Metatron.
Hey, wait!
But she's telling us that it's the mark of Samael and that it's going to spread the curse, but it actually has the opposite effect. It's actually really easy to miss this key here as well. So anyways, no problem, Gummy. So anyways, about the lawsuit. So the voice actress for Lisa Garland, her name is Thessaly Lerner, and she was paid a very low amount of money. She was paid like $500 flat rate to do this game. And in Silent Hill 3, they actually have some various different voice clips from this game, and her voice appears in Silent Hill 3, the PS2 version, a few times. So she actually was not paid for that, and she alleged that they stole her performances. Her agent threatened to sue, and she actually ended up getting paid out a settlement. So if you play the PC version of Silent Hill 3, all of Harry Mason's voice lines from this game, as well as Lisa's lines, are all just deleted. They're completely gone. And even a line from Cheryl/Alessa. Yep, they completely deleted them because they did not have the rights and they were going to have to pay out more money than they wanted to. So they're all present in the PS2 version, but in the PC version, they are deleted. Yeah, they did Harry dirty. Hang on a second. Yeah, I love that smoke transition. I really love this Be Right Back screen as well. Yeah, this was something I put together very recently. Okay. I mean, it looks just like Silent Hill fog that we're transitioning into now. You can redeem Ocelot's meow. Cautiously optimistic. Stamp kind of wants SH2 remake to be good. Yeah, I do want it to be good. I would love for it to be good because if it's good, that means we might potentially get a Silent Hill 1 remake. And if it's bad, we'll never hear from it again. If it's bad, we'll never hear from Silent Hill again because they'll just shut it down. And they'll blame us because they'll say, well, you didn't support the game. As if it's our fault. Did I get some new cans? No, I'm using the same Sony headphones that I've been using for a long time. I have Bear Dynamic DT990s as well, which are my preferred like music listening headphones, but for streaming, these are the best because they're really, really sensitive. You can hear like a pin drop in these. So. But yeah, I highly recommend these for streaming. They're great for monitoring your own voice and just keeping a good track on where your volume is on everything. When you're playing Soylent Hill, yeah, I've got the DT990s are on a headphone hook over here. There's a trace on the floor that somebody moved the cabinet. But yeah, when playing Soylent Hill, especially streaming it, you need very sensitive headphones to make sure you don't blow anybody's ears out.
Harry!
Sybil?
Love the music here as well.
I'm glad you're okay. I shouldn't have left you. Things are worse than I thought.
Exactly, Mel. Oh yeah, those are great. Rasta, AKG makes some amazing headphones.
What are you doing here? I thought you left town.
I saw you go in here, so I followed you. I couldn't get out. All the roads out of town are blocked. Cars have completely stopped running. The phones and radios are still out too.
What about my daughter? Did you see her?
I did see a girl.
Was it Cheryl?
I'll read that as soon as this cutscene's over, Future.
I caught a glimpse of her through the fog. I went after her, but she vanished. I don't know about your daughter, but...
How have you been, by the way? It feels like it's been forever since we talked.
Where was it?
On Bachman Road. She was heading towards the lake. Now don't get excited. It wasn't like she ran off exactly. There was no place for her to go. The road has been obliterated.
What? So then Cheryl...
It was like she was walking on thin air.
Hmm?
What about you? Anything?
Yeah, I've never really fucked with wireless headphones.
Woman. Her name's Dahlia Gillespie. Do you know her?
Dahlia Gillespie. No. And?
Oh, I see you joined the Discord, Rasta. Let me go ahead and get your role set up.
Being devoured by darkness.
All right, there you go. Your role's set up so you can see all the channels now. Appreciate you joining up, by the way.
Any idea what it means?
Darkness devouring the town. Must be on drugs. They sell them to the tourists.
That's such a cop answer. Must be on drugs.
Force still can't figure out who's behind it.
Yeah, I use AirPods.
None of our leads have panned out. And the investigation is stalled.
What could drug trafficking have to do with all this?
I really don't know. But maybe that's the darkness she was talking about.
Yeah, with the white Claudia.
That's all I can think of. What's this?
Just discovered it. Maybe there's something back there.
Let's have a look.
Wait. We don't know what's back there. I'd better check it out first.
I'm a cop. I should go.
No, I'm going.
All right. I'll cover you from here. Be careful.
So Future, you said
Fishy, get back here on the double.
that's pretty par for the course these days.
Okay. Sybil?
Oh.
Yeah?
I forgot this last little bit of
Do you know
dialogue.
anything about... Well, like some other world? It's like some kind of bad dream.
What are you talking about?
I'm not quite sure. I try to make sense of it, but then my mind goes blank. Everything's dark there, and I hear sirens in the distance. I met this nurse, Lisa. It's like I was there, but not really. It's all a blur, Like some kind of hallucination, you know?
She has no idea.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Harry.
Oh. I was just wondering. Never mind.
Harry.
Yeah, this game is so David Lynch inspired.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. So Future said, that's pretty par for the course these days. Bitter Twitter thread about how we didn't support the game enough. Back and forth ensues. Ito drops an I don't care, then we don't hear a thing for a decade, unfortunately, yeah. It's been forever. Sorry for vanishing. We're still moving. You have no idea how bad I want to be done with this transition so I can get back to work creating. You inspired the fuck out of me this last year, and I want to get my videos done, but the move comes first. I appreciate that, man. Anytime somebody says I inspire them, I'm like, damn. Because I just do this, you know? I just throw this out there. I don't usually think of it as something like that. But that means a lot.
What's this? Some kind of altar. Never seen anything like this before. Maybe this is the other church.
Yeah, so that powder is the White Claudia.
What the?
Harry? Are you okay? Harry?
He would, but he wouldn't care.
Harry?
He'd take one look at the source material and be like, this is a ripoff of my shit. Or he would just go in a completely insane direction that nobody would like. Except hardcore David Lynch fans.
Where am I?
Harry.
Lisa?
I'm gonna stand up for a second.
You were having a bad dream.
Was I? Hey, you don't look too good. Are you okay?
I'm fine. Nothing you need to worry about.
This is very, very important story cutscene here.
Lisa, do you know a woman named Dahlia Gillespie?
Oh yeah, that crazy Gillespie lady. She's kind of famous around here. She never sees anybody, so I don't know that much about her. But I heard her kid died in a fire, and supposedly she's been crazy ever since.
Well, she says the town is being devoured by the darkness. Do you have any idea what she's talking about?
The town devoured by the darkness. Yes, I think I do. Before this place was turned into a resort.
Yeah, her acting is amazing in this game, man.
On the quiet side.
Underrated. For sure.
Everybody followed some kind of queer religion. Weird occult stuff. Black magic, that kind of thing. As young people moved away, the people figured they'd been summoned by the gods. Evidently, things like that used to happen around here all the time. Before the resort, there really wasn't anything else out here. Everyone was so flipped out, you gotta blame it on something. Then a lot of new people came in and everybody clammed up about it.
A cult?
Last time I heard anything about it was, gosh, years ago. When several people connected with developing the town died in accidents. People said it was a curse. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rambling. I'll shut up.
There's a little bit of interesting, like, placement here. So he falls asleep or passes out.
Was that another dream?
Talks to Lisa, but while he's talking to Lisa, Sybil can't find him in here. So how's that possible? It's pretty weird. Was he teleported there temporarily? I don't want to think so, but maybe this is all just going on in my head. I could have had a car accident and now I'm lying unconscious in a hospital bed. I don't know what's real anymore. Sybil said Cheryl was heading toward the lake, but the road to the lake is blocked. Aren't there any other roads? Lisa would probably know. I thought I remembered there was supposed to be music here. I guess not. Yeah, we get a new enemy type here. We're looking for a little tear in the fence, or the gate that lets us into the mall. There we go, or shopping center, whatever it is. Pretty much a mall. So this is going to be where we get the hunting rifle, but there's also an opportunity to get a little bit more ammo before we actually get it. I don't use it in this fight though, because I want to use the pistol so we can save that ammo. Yeah, I know. Akira Yamaoka talks a lot about using silence as a sound, and I definitely think they nailed that in these games. That sound is also in the PS2 version of Silent Hill 3, but not in the PC release. Her saying daddy got removed. It's when you're in the mall at the beginning. Okay, so we're gonna go this way into this store. And we're gonna grab these 2 boxes of rifle shells. I don't know why they're called shells. Shouldn't they be called bullets? I'm not an expert. I'm not a ballistics expert though, so don't quote me on that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and switch to the pistol, get it reloaded. Because we still have an absolute shit ton of ammo in here, and we might as well use it. All right. There's the rifle. You can see it up at the top, so we're going to go grab that. Good start. It's going to take quite a few bullets because you're supposed to use the rifle on this guy. But like I said, I don't like to do that. Because we are actually going to use our rifle shells for the final boss. Nice. 4 shots is really good. Basically, you just strafe until you hear it come up from the ground. Wow, this is going really well so far. That was amazing. Holy shit, he's like 2 bullets away from death now. Oh, he tried it. Yeah, it can't dig where the chain link fence is, so I'm sure there's a strategy revolving around getting it to crawl over that, but I don't know what that strat is, so I'm just shooting them. I'm just shooting the fuck out of everything. As my gaming sensibilities tell me to do. He's got to be close to dead. He's moving really fast now. There we go. Can't leave until the fucking sand disappears. Oh yeah, he breaks through it. Okay. So now, this is actually the only game to my knowledge where the whole town transitions to the Nightmare version. You're not, you're not confined to a single area. So the whole town is now in this Nightmare transition. We have to somehow navigate our way back to the hospital. So let's see here. Basically, once you get on a decent enough straightaway, it's not that hard. But it's kind of tough to navigate because you only usually have one road. Yeah, so like this is basically the road. We're just going to keep going straight on here until we get down to Crichton Street. And then we're just going to go down to the hospital. But yeah, you can see it's kind of forcing us to take a little bit of a roundabout way. And we got to avoid this fucking air screamer. Nice try, bitch. You failed. You failed miserably. You're stupid and dumb. In that order. Yeah, I've been thinking about concepts for new Silent Hill videos because, you know, as much as I've talked about it over the years, there really is not a whole lot still left to say about it. So I'm kind of wondering, like, what another video would even be about at this point, but I do have a couple of ideas. You know, I'm not, like, completely dry on content. I'm just, I don't have a ton of ideas at this exact point in time, but they'll come to me eventually. Whew, that was close. All right. Now we're going to ask Lisa about any other roads. Something really interesting about Lisa that you guys have probably already caught on to is that she's only here during the Nightmare transitions.
Glad you're okay.
She is not in this room otherwise. Something very important to consider.
I was scared to be here all alone.
I'm here now. I was worried too. I'm real happy to see you. Lisa, can you tell me how to get to the lake?
The lake? You take Bachman Road.
The road's blocked.
Well, that's the only way out there.
Are you sure? There's gotta be another way.
Wait! I just remembered something! There's a waterworks over by my old elementary school. It's been abandoned for years. There's an underground tunnel out there used for inspections or something. I remember hearing it runs all the way to the lake.
Really? You think I can get to the lake from there?
I've never been down in there myself, so I'm not positive. Besides, it's all fenced off to keep people out.
If there's a chance, I've got to try.
Harry, don't go!
This is also important, listen here.
It's so scary, I can't stand it.
She's deathly afraid.
How about coming with me?
Yeah, come with us.
This may not be the safest place in the world either. I can't promise you anything, but I'll do my best to protect you.
No, somehow I feel I'm not supposed to leave this place. Oh, Harry, I'm so scared. I'm cold.
Look, just wait here a little longer. I'll be back as soon as I find my daughter.
Harry?
She's deathly afraid, but she won't come with us. And in her words, she feels she is not supposed to leave this place. Nothing she has said makes any fucking sense. Yeah, I think the game... Oh, okay. I thought it actually crashed. I was like, what the fuck? $12.25. Yeah, we still have so much pistol ammo. We might as well just continue using this. So this is pretty interesting. A good strategy for this is to kind of get on this straightaway here and just keep backing up and shooting. Like, that's so much damage that we just did to him. Just going on and on. Like, we get it, dude. Your daughter's lost, dude. Come on. It's getting old. This shtick is getting old. Okay. Oh, you piece of... Oh my god, I'm actually 1. Okay, I'm not 1, but low HP. There we go. He hits us with the, "You've killed me." He just falls over and is defeated. He has been defeated. And if this were a modern game, it would say come back in season 2 right now. You'd have to purchase the battle pass to see the rest of that cutscene. Dude, he's one shot, yeah. Absolute on my X. Backlockers, backlockers. Now watch, now that we're not in the nightmare version anymore. Let's see if we can go talk to Lisa. Where's she at? Where are y'all at? Nowhere to be seen. How is she gone when she was just in here? I don't know, but he is certainly two-stepping right now. And guys, I do regret to say, I do have to do some shit super early in the morning today. So I'm going to have to go ahead and call the stream, but this isn't going to put a wrench in our operations. We are going to finish this game tonight, and we're probably going to finish Silent Hill 2 tonight as well. And I don't care how many consecutive streams I need to do. We will finish 1 through 4. So, with this being said, if anybody would like to join my Discord, there's the link. It is 7x boosted, so we got nice, voice quality. If you guys want to stream in source quality 1440p, you're good to do that. It's like 320 kilobit mic quality, so if you guys want to hang out at any of those voice channels, feel free. Here's my 2 YouTube channels. I've got a personal channel that I upload pre-edited content on, and then I've got a stream channel as well, with just, has the VODs on it. So if you want to check those out, they're all unedited, just dumped on there. You know what? Let's see. Who else is on right now? I feel like we got to keep this positivity going. Who else is streaming right now? Justin is? Who's Justin? Justin.television? That Justin? Oh no. Justin Haunts. Let's see, who else is playing this? No. I don't like to do that because last time we did that, the person didn't appreciate the raid and they ended up disabling raids because they were just trying to show the game to a friend and they didn't want a whole bunch of people in there. Yeah, that didn't end up going very well. They just finished Dank Souls 2. So a person named A Scary Gorl, who also watches Orch with me, which is a speedrunner. A Scary Gorl is doing Resident Evil 2 Leon A speedruns. Exactly, you know, that would be my thinking. So let's check them out. I'm constantly having conversations with them in Orch's chat. So let's raid A Scary Gorl. Everyone, tell them I said hi. Looks like some extremely sweaty speedruns going on over there. And with that being said, I'm going to disappear into a cloud of Silent Hill fog, and we will be back tonight with the conclusion of Silent Hill 1. Thank you again, Wood, for that raid. Josh, appreciate that, man. And always appreciate the support. You guys are always super kind in here. You, she, and Gummy Lotion. I think of you guys as like a trio because I met you guys all around the same time. So we're going to disappear. I'm going to break the chains on room 302, and I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.